I would like to super welcome you to the Super GenWorld podcast, where pretty much we're just gonna let it flow from the survival scroll. And by we, joining me on today's episode is my brother DeluS1oN, and we're just gonna be getting into our normal everyday convos that we would have on a regular basis, but you'll be able to finally check them out here in their raw format. Big spoiler energy. We talking all about The Last of Us 2 spoilers that dropped the date of April 27th. Damn it. Damn
You're
video
looking at me like you
of what happens to this damn doctor. So let's see what happens to this man. Because if I'm correct,
I got dizzy from that. Oh.
This dude set off a chain of events starting with killing this doctor, which means the story ain't what we thought it was and off jump. That's what that did. That's basically what this would mean if so.
Trying to find the video to that scene.
Last of Us, yep, killing the Firefly doctors. Here it goes. This is when you going in to rescue Ellie, quote unquote. I'm sending it. I'm putting it in here right now. I'm putting the video in the raw talk. I just added that under chill chat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, he in here killing motherfuckers.
Bro, I just watched the Marlene death, the Queen of the Fireflies. That shit was hard.
Oh yeah, Marlene. That shit
Yeah.
was crazy. That one was really crazy.
That was surprising as hell.
I was like, dang, they really just don't pop off like that. Like, that's what I loved about the first one. You couldn't see none of that shit coming. Everything that happened, you couldn't see none of it coming. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I don't remember this shit. Good. I don't remember this going this damn hard. I guess you had the choice to do it. Oh yeah, nah. Joel is evil. So now, me watching this right here, right? If this gameplay is canon to where Joel actually kills everybody and not just the doctor he's supposed to kill, because what I saw was that Abby knows about this right as it's happening. And
this is it. This scene is the three doctors is. So which one? The first guy?
The first guy. The first one he runs up on.
The guy stabbed with a knife?
Yeah, that's the first one that supposedly has the daughter that's going after revenge. And it's like, God damn, bitch. Like, he really did go in there and do that kind of, like, watching this now is, that's hard. That's harder whether or not, I mean, I believe he does deserve it, because in between his daughter dying, from that moment up until this moment, he done a lot of fucked up shit in the game. You as controlling Joel, he does a lot of fucked up shit. But the only person who he's good to innately is Ellie. And Ellie looking at him at the end of the game, like if you watch the end cutscene, Ellie staring at him like, what the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Ellie looking at him
that's
like,
where it left off.
That's exactly what
You get to know her friend and how she got bit, and she knew that she was like not infected and shit. That's what you find out in the DLC. But her friend dies from a bite.
And that's how she found out that she immune.
Yeah, she got bit and she didn't turn like her friend.
That's crazy. She had to watch that shit go down. That sucks ass hard.
Yeah, that was a DLC.
And it's like this. Why would you even set that up in the first place just to have her die in this one? There wouldn't be no reason to set that up, because there would be no conclusion to that entire arc. If that DLC is about it.
I don't think we've seen everything. Bro.
I'm gonna be real. I don't think she's dead. And
me neither.
So you didn't watch that scene, but I can explain just how it looks. Basically, in this scene, you're playing as Abby. So that's another thing I didn't like either. That really fucked me up.
That trailer.
No, not a trailer.
The trailer. You play as Abby. You can see it.
Oh, they do show it in the trailer?
The trailer with the hammer?
Yeah.
And the arrows and stuff? You play as Abby, because she's getting hung by a rope.
That's right. That's right. So that scene, I think, is probably another chapter before this one. But this one, Abby is fighting Ellie and is it Din? Well, I don't remember the girlfriend's name. I'm trying to remember the girlfriend's name that Ellie is with in this one.
Danny,
Dara?
Donna.
I'm a piece of shit. Hold on.
Yeah, but I don't think that's everything to see, you know.
Because there's no way that they dropped Eric. Dina, that's her name.
You know, okay. Yeah.
So Dina and Ellie are getting handled by Abby. I'm talking the most wrecking, damaging hits I've seen in a game in a long fucking time. Like the way that she was punching these, like you would have thought. I mean, not really thought, like we know that she's been searching for them for years, trying to catch up to them. And it's the way that she's whooping their ass. She whooping their ass for the old and the new. Anything that happened to Abby in between Joel killing her father, up until that moment, she unleashed it all on Dina and Ellie. Like she whooped Ellie's ass.
I can't remember what happened to Dina in End of Last of Us 1.
Was Dina in Last of Us 1? I don't think she was. She's a new character. Which what I saw too is everybody saying that she's a red herring, that she is supposed to be like the one that's actually really causing all of the problems happening right now because everybody's trying to save Dina. Everybody's trying to make sure Dina's all right because she's pregnant.
No, remember the one girl that was traveling with you and Ellie?
Was that Dina?
And I think I don't know, bro. I gotta go back and see.
Because we can get...
I think she died in the first one. What was her name? I don't think it was Dina.
I don't remember who that girl's name was. I played that shit literally. I ain't even played on PS4 fully yet. I got back to the second chapter and I played it 100% on PS3 when it first dropped when I was still at GameStop.
Let's go to The Last of Us Wiki. Look at the characters.
Yeah, no. She was only in the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, Dina
that's when they're dancing and shit, right?
Yeah. So that's the second one. So that girl that she's dancing with is the love interest for Ellie. But here's what's really fucked up. The other dude that they're with got Dina pregnant. Jesse.
How you found this out?
This was all in the shit that I was reading. This is all in the leak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So all of that was in there. So that was canon info. And the only thing I read that didn't have me like, what the fuck, up until now was them saying that Dina was a red herring. She's basically what is causing all of this to spiral out of control. She was the cause of pretty much them being found.
Red herring mean?
So red herring, the definition of it is, let me get the official definition so I don't fuck up the words. So a red herring is something, especially a clue, that is or is intended to be misleading or distracting. It's like a something that you see is a problem, but you kind of ignore it because you're trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. So it's like you see something that you know, it's like red flag. A red flag is a more modern way of that term. It's like you could tell something's wrong, nigga, but you're not responding to the warning that's right in your fucking face. And basically, Dina's the one that's getting wrapped up in all of these situations and getting found by niggas outside and getting captured. And that's what led me to find about what happens to Ellie and possibly Dina as well, about the assault situation. And that's where what turned me off 100%. Because that's pretty much what sets off all of the chain of events, was them two getting assaulted. And I'm all like, why the fuck would you even... I don't want to see that. That's not even a good storytelling point for like a revenge. Have her get her ass whooped by a group of niggas, but they don't need to be doing all that in the gaming sense. I don't see no place for that in gaming. That's not... It's kind of disgusting and gross. And just like you said earlier, so many niggas left in between while this game was being developed. We don't know who really developing this game right now.
That's true.
We don't know who these niggas are, because the main writer left like years ago. So if you have all of these writers and talents and developers and level designers and fucking, I don't know if anybody on the soundtrack left, but the script writers, all of that. If these motherfuckers left while the game was going on, and all Sony has said to us is that the game got pushed back a month.
That was for physical. What is it? The physical copies?
Yeah, that was the physical copies.
Something about production.
Yeah, no, that's a fucking lie. There's no a production issue. We now see what the issues was. We know what the issue is, but now we need to see if they can fix it between now and when the game actually releases. Because now that they see how everybody reacted, that could be their hopeful deterring a red herring in real life, seeing that maybe you fucked up. Maybe you fucked up. Because there's no way in hell that they can end a story like that and expect it to be a conclusive, great body of work. Because the only movie that threw me off was The Mist. And I both hate and love that fucking movie because the end of it. Have you ever seen The Mist?
No, I have not.
Bro, listen to me. I think it was Mark Wahlberg. Was it Mark Wahlberg that was in The Mist? I don't think it was him now that I think about it. It was someone else. That was the dude that played the first Punisher. Thomas Jane, the dude that played the Punisher. This movie is about these people are at a goddamn grocery store. And while they in the grocery store, a mist just rolls over this fucking town. And they like, what the fuck going on? Lock the doors. So they lock the doors, boom, monsters on their ass. And I'm talking the big ass monsters, slicing motherfuckers up. There's spiders and shit, horrible, horrible monsters. They design well, but it's a fucked up movie. And you see this man trying to escape with his child and this woman. And literally, bro, I'm telling you, the last 15 minutes of this fucking movie, they're in a car and they're stuck. They run out of gas. They think that they can escape and get to the military. So they're sitting there in the car like, oh God, what are we going to do? Car run out of gas and they're sitting there for 3 days. When I tell you this man pulls out a gun and says, we not going to make it because they see the monsters coming out. The woman looks at him, tells him that she love him. He blows her away to try to save her.
What you mean blow her away?
Shoot the shit out of her. He shoots her in the head, bro. He blows her away.
I'm so done right now.
Bro, and it happens just as fast as I'm explaining it. Like it catches you off guard.
This is called The Mist?
The Mist. And then that happens, and then he got to do the same thing to his son.
Why?
Because the monsters were about to kill him, and he didn't want to sacrifice him to the monsters, so they said kill him. They were just like,
I ain't never seen this shit. Should I watch it?
Yeah, it honestly is a yes and a no. It's a yes because it's actually a really good movie, but the only reason why I would say no because I'm getting pissed off talking about it. This movie is so because bro, listen, this man, he shot the wife and the son, right? Turns the gun on himself. Click, click, runs out of bullets. He gets out the car to sacrifice himself. He tells them niggas to come get me. Come get me. I'm here. The motherfucker mist rolled back, and guess who rolling through?
Who?
The military.
So he shot them for nothing?
For no fucking reason. All he had to do was wait another 5 minutes. They were right there, bro.
I'm pissed off now.
They were right the fuck there.
That's a pretty good story.
The story was
fucked up. Like
shit. It's executed well. Me and my mom stood up in the theater like, what the fuck do you mean?
I can already imagine.
I like shit like that though. I think that's pretty good. Like
it was
not
really
typical,
good.
It's not your typical, they got saved by the military type shit.
Mm-hmm. And the way that they executed and the acting was on point. It
caught you off guard, right? You still talking about it?
Exactly. It was the shit. And that's why, I have a love-hate relationship because it's like, it's so good.
I'll give it a watch.
So good.
I'll good.
Got chills thinking about it right now. I'll never forget that moment. Like, seeing that the first time, raw, I was like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm like, no. My mom threw a popcorn and shit. She was
That's what I was
pissed.
saying. I
She
can
was
already
pissed
imagine
off.
your mom. Oh my god.
She was like, they just have to wait. That was the day she told us. She said, see, that right there. You see that shit right there? Patience is a virtue. Patience is a goddamn virtue. Just wait.
That's crazy.
Sometimes when you think something about to go down, just fucking wait. That's the bar of life. That was a life lesson for me. Just wait, bro. Sometimes just shut up and wait. Stop talking sometimes. I learned that shit from that. And that's where this game, where I'm looking at how this is happening, to where they were trying to catch you off guard with some shit. But the build up, the build up has to be there. And since shit got leaked, we didn't get a chance to experience the build up to it. But now
that shit crazy.
I don't think
I'm gonna still get it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get it because my friends are not getting it anymore, and I'll be like, I'll take the sacrifice and get it and play for you.
Yeah. And if it is trash, I'll hold the L. It's okay. I'll hold that L. But I need to just know from a developmental standpoint what the fuck is going on here. I need to know, are they seriously trying to just push things in our face like the whole lesbian thing? Are they trying to push the trans thing in our face? Trying to do the shit.
There was like 10 lesbians in the damn game.
Yeah, bro. It's like
in an apocalyptic zombie war.
And it's like, I understand, like, it's a post-apocalyptic world, so I mean, you're gonna have the scoundrels out there killing, stealing, and raping everybody that move.
Yeah.
They out there for real. And I get it. I understand it. And from a world building standpoint, that's going to exist in that world. But then when you build up characters to be as powerful as they are, like this man, the clickers alone. The clickers alone is the most scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. And you telling me
bro.
they get killed by a buff bitch?
Yeah.
The audacity. That's what's pissing me off. They going against super zombies with limited resources. You got to craft your resources on the fly.
I won't be surprised if they say they put like superhuman type shit in this girl. But she's buffed as fuck.
And it's like this. What operation or surgery did she have now? When they say you're a trans woman. Oh, that's right. That's right. Her father's a scientist. So she might have that gene. Oh.
I don't think she's trans, bro.
But honestly,
I think she's just like a masculine woman. That's it.
That's what I'm praying for. And it's like the whole thing with
because
like,
there's no reason why
for her to be
who
trans.
Cares? Why the fuck would you put that in there?
I pray it's a joke because it wouldn't make no damn sense. Because that would mean that she's actually
she looks like a man.
That would mean that she's actually a man, right? Because a transgender woman means you're a man turning into a woman, right?
No.
What's the correct term for that? Because
what did you say? A
transgender woman. Isn't that a man transitioning into a woman? I think that's the phrase that would be.
I don't know. There's so many names.
I think so.
Yeah, because I think that's what that means. I'm not about to look it up because I don't want that on my search history.
What? No, I
don't put that on your search history.
Transgender identifies as a trans woman.
Yeah, if they identify.
I've never heard trans man. That sounds like a car.
You forgot your phone listening to you. You're gonna have Facebook ads.
I'm gonna have a Facebook ad. I'm gonna just see the ma'am pop up on me.
You're gonna get the magic.
It's man. They put on the front cover.
They gonna probably get my ass, but it's okay because it's like this. If we can sit here all day and talk about this motherfucking, I was about to call him the Lion King, the Tiger King.
Lion King.
Lion King.
It's
that's
real
funny as shit, bro. The Lion King.
The Lion King.
Yeah, the king of the jungle, bro.
I gotta get a picture, just like cut it in right here. I'm gonna just get a picture, put his face on Mufasa face, and then just have him over there standing over Proud Rock speaking that shit.
That's hilarious. Throwing Simba across the cliff.
Oh no, that shit, bro. When I first
that shit is always funny.
we had the DVD when they originally released the movies on DVD. They did that vault bullshit, and they had the special edition on there. We popped that in. We didn't watch the movie first. We went to the deleted scenes, and then when we saw that, bro, oh my, it was just a gag reel, and they just had that man Rafiki with Simba, and then Simba was like bibbling and then he just threw him.
Oh, this wasn't in the DVD?
It was on the DVD. That's where it came from. It was in a gag reel.
I thought somebody made it.
No, they did it.
No, I seen that.
They did it. That was official.
Oh, that's fucking funny. That's even funnier than
it was official. And we were tripping because it was on the fucking DVD. Me and my granddad was in the living room looking at this shit, standing up. We couldn't sit down.
Threw some across the cliff.
He just tossed him. When I tell you he was in tears, bro. The amount of weakness in that man's face, he couldn't hold it in. Like, it was like, what are we watching? I couldn't believe that they put that on the DVD.
That's so funny.
It was so good. I was like, there. This the whole point with that. That was the shit. That was.
That's funny as fuck.
And man, dude, shit, it's just like goddamn Naughty Dog to say we're gonna take our writers and throw them off the cliff, nigga. Fuck these niggas.
Somewhat, man. Everybody's saying, man, they season 8 Game of Thrones this shit.
Yeah,
they already saying this shit.
And it's so hard to say because so many of the spoilers are split up, so it's not even like you can read it top to bottom consistently. I had to go to like 3 different pages. Had to turn my VPN on and make sure that I wasn't in America. And there was some things that just I seen that just don't make sense in the grand scheme of things. Like, I've been hearing about them getting assaulted at the beginning of the game, but then I saw another part that seems to be at the beginning of the game, which is you're playing as this Asian kid, and I'm guessing it's Abby on the side and they're kids. So I think it is starting at the point showing them.
What's his name? Levy? The Asian kid?
Is that Jesse? Is the Asian kid Jesse? I think that's Jesse.
No, his name is Lev.
Is it Lev? Let's see.
Yeah, his name is Lev, bro.
Because one thing I've been trying to figure out right now about this entire thing is how are they going to connect this to the first one smoothly? How are we going to transition from what happens at the end of Last of Us Part 1? Because this isn't just a sequel. They are specifically calling this Part 2.
So the director, that guy, his name is Neil Druckmann?
Neil Druckmann. And
he's the guy that's been complaining about Naughty Dog's environment and shit. The workplace.
Now, he the president, ain't he?
And he said something on Twitter about the leaks and stuff, and he was like, don't worry, the game's gonna be really, and he can't wait for us to play it. That's what he said.
He did that at the PR speak. He said, we ain't even worried about that. Y'all gonna
y'all still it is PR. I don't know, but it's coming from him, and he called out the company for their work practices and shit.
Because shit, that's what all of this is about anyway. Because from what it sounds in the first place, it wasn't dropped just like for no reason. Whoever did it leaked all of this shit because they were disgruntled. Whether that's payment, whether that's workplace.
My thing is, why would they cancel pre-orders?
Bro, okay, so they canceled the pre-orders on the PS4, the digital pre-orders. And then they took the game off the store. They took it completely out the store and refunded everyone back their pre-orders. So now you have them refunding back the pre-orders, and then people are canceling their pre-orders to like Amazon and GameStop and shit for their physical versions after seeing this craziness. So now I'm like, what was going on in the first place for y'all to even, before the leaks, something else was going on for them to decide to cancel the game.
There's a bigger story, bro.
There's a huge story going on.
Something going on in that company.
Because there is no reason for them to cancel the game and not give us a release date to do it.
Well, we know some people didn't get paid, so that's why they got it.
Because when it looks at niggas not getting
somebody need to interview that guy.
You know who we need to get to interview him and find out the truth?
Who?
Goddamn Nardwar. That's who we need to get. He'll find out the truth.
All the details. He posting that shit right now.
He in there right now. He said, huh? What do you mean? It's our job to know.
How do you fucking know? Well, you're Last of Us. We have to
know. Well, Nardwar get the answers. Oh, that would be the shit. I will never complain about Nardwuar again. He got it. Nardwuar, you got it. You creepy motherfucker. You
crazy, bro.
That man trans.
So is Sean Evans. Hot Ones.
Oh yes, yeah. He can get.
He be
anything.
doing that shit too. The people on there be like, "The fuck? How do you know that shit?"
And then bite the wing after, and then the heat of the wing take their mind off of what they just answered to.
That show, I love that show.
Very offended.
High C Orange.
Very offended. I need some High C Orange. That's the only thing in McDonald's right now that I actually drink with a smile on my face.
What the fuck? They got seats in the van, the couch.
Oh, you saw that? Somebody put the whole couch in the front seat.
That's comfortable as hell. You can't have that kind of shit when you're driving.
Be in that bitch rolling down the street, hitting this shit.
Shit.
I'd be sleep on that bitch, duck back in the corner. That looked too comfortable. Imagine if it was actually strapped down and stable. Goddamn big ass love seat in the front seat. That would be crazy.
So the guy Jesse is the one who did it, Dina.
Right.
So there's two other Asian characters.
God damn.
One is Yara and one is Lev. And that's the one in the trailer that you see.
So
the one I was talking about earlier. With
Lev
the hammer
was the
and
one.
shit.
That was the one that was getting his ass whooped. Because apparently Jesse dies as well. But I don't remember.
Oh, does he?
I think that's what they were saying, but I didn't see anything of that. So I don't know if that is actually confirmed. We know for a fact that Joel is out of here because he got turned into goddamn what's that boy's name? Glenn from Walking Dead. That's what Joel got.
He got Glenn.
He got Glenn, bro.
Well, that part was supposed to happen.
Yeah, literally the one thing that they actually stuck to is probably one of the best things that happened in the entire show.
Hey, that scene was gruesome as fuck.
Because
you see his eyes pop out and shit.
And then he did it to Abraham. That pissed me off too. Because Abraham was the shit.
Oh, yeah.
See, people don't even remember that Abraham got done in the same night. Abraham got done in, and then he went right and did Glenn in.
What happened? What happened to it? Did he get an arrow to the face?
Abraham?
Yeah.
No, he got hit with the bat too.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he got his ass beat too.
The doctor got hit with the arrow.
Yes.
The girl? The big girl?
Yeah, she got hit with the arrow right in the face when they were on the train tracks out of nowhere. They were wrong. They was wrong as shit for that death. And that's kind of where like my whole soul
that scene
left my
That
body.
scene, she wasn't supposed to die. It was another character. I forgot who in the comic.
It was somebody
else gets hit by the arrow. I
Shit.
forgot.
Andrea is still alive in the comics.
Yes.
Andrea's still alive.
Who's the other in the show? Who's the chick that goes off by herself? Her daughter died early in the season.
What's her name?
She was supposed to die.
The one with the white hair?
episodes. The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
The shithole.
Yeah. And I'll be real. I checked out before they did. What's his name in? What was the last boy that died that pissed me off?
Which one?
Rick's son. That one was dumb as fuck. That was one of the dumbest.
Very stupid.
That was one of the dumbest. To have him go out by a fucking zombie bite. He ain't even go out slow.
That's beyond me.
It was one episode he got bit, and then he just goes out like, cut the arm off. They didn't even try to do it. They tried to say it was too late. They ain't even try.
Or just lay there.
That man just laid there, had a monologue, and left. And I understand in real life, there was politics going on in the background. Nigga wanted off of the show. But it's like, damn, y'all gonna fuck up the story like that? They just straight up said, fuck the story. And they killed him off. You got Maggie out here being emotional when she's supposed to be the most, like, hard, battle-ready as Rambo-ass one in the group after Glenn. Mm-hmm. She's supposed to be a monster. And then Rick, they bitchified his character, but then actually let him become badass in the first 5 episodes of season 9, which is his final episodes on the show.
They said we couldn't cut Rick's arm off because it was too much money. And they on the fucking 10th, 11th season right now.
They just got niggas running around in dark, so they ain't got to pay for the sets.
Yeah.
That's a big thing too. A lot of the times when shows are filmed at night, they're hiding the fact that they are not that the set is either trash or they ain't got enough time to actually like fix it in post. So when you record shit at night, you can actually have a lot of scenes play out in ways and make it look good, even though it's cheap as hell. But
yeah.
The last 3 seasons of Walking Dead made me want to uppercut a moose, because there's no way in hell that they were gonna. They went in and rescued this girl, and I don't even remember her name. But then as they're rescuing her, she gets shot in the head in the elevator shaft.
What season was this?
That was it was either 7 or 8.
Oh, when she got kidnapped, I think.
Yeah, she got kidnapped and they rescued her. They successfully rescued her. And then
she got shot.
Shot on the way out.
As she was walking towards the group. I remember that shit.
I was like, how in the hell?
Wasn't that guy from the other show in that season, in that episode? What's his?
Was that dude?
Chris Rock show?
Yes.
What's the guy's name? The kid?
What is his real name? Everybody hate Chris.
Yeah, him.
I'm trying to remember his real name. I don't remember.
He was in that episode. They did him wrong.
He got fucked up in the spinning.
That shit was fucked.
I remember I had to turn the episode off when I was watching it because I was eating ramen at the time, and I had hot sauce in it. So when his shit fell out and they were tearing him apart, I put the bowl down and walked the fuck away. I was mortified. Like, that was probably one of the worst deaths I ever seen, and that was on fucking national TV.
Hold up, somebody just leaked the Ryzen 5000 series.
5,000? What we on right now?
So we're waiting for the Forest to release.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, wait.
How much shit got leaked today, bro?
Today, everybody in the background was like, oh, you got the information? Fuck it, put the shit on the shelves.
So Dell released this shit.
Dell did it? Damn.
This is funny. Did you hear about the Elder Scrolls? Redfall or Red something?
Is that the one that supposed to be Elder Scrolls? Is it 6?
6.
6,
yeah. It's called Redfall, I think.
Now, is that just a new location or is that just a subtitle?
Well, you know how Skyrim is its own place?
Yeah.
Redfall is its own place.
Okay. That
might be the whole thing.
I like the name Redfall, though. But that could just means that the Crips might win, so we never know how that's going to go. That's going to be an interesting story to see played out. But now my question is, what is going to be 2024?
Oh, that's what they said.
Damn, I'm good. I ain't even look at it. I just knew. I know there's no way they're going to be able to drop that anytime soon.
You know Skyrim was released 2011?
Yes. Actually, that shit is so old.
And when was Oblivion out? Because they're taking these.
Oblivion came out like shit. I was in high school. It was like 2009, 10. I think when Oblivion dropped. May have been 8.
That's a good ass movie, by the way.
Which one?
Oblivion.
Yes, it is. Oblivion was the shit. Shit, I'm gonna be real. Let's try to name one bad Tom Cruise movie, except Vanilla Sky. Vanilla Sky might be the only one that I say that's actually like not a good movie.
I seen all his good shit.
Mm-hmm. His movie hard, bro. Like there's what I do like about Tom Cruise, and I used to hate him about it, was that Scientology shit, that religion shit he was in.
Oh yeah, he out of there now.
He out of it now. He out of it now, and he denounced the shit. And it's because that Scientology is literally racist devil worship. What the fuck that shit is. Scientology is racial devil worship on a high spiritual level, and it's some really creepy shit. And Tom Cruise was probably just using it to either elevate his skills to be able to do these stunts in real time.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that documentary about it?
I watched an actual documentary on DVD back in the day. I watched a really, really creepy one.
Yeah.
Before
Bro, they would follow people.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to expose Scientology.
They were actually like behind them with cameras and shit.
Yeah. They would run at them with cameras and try to harass them to leave or whatever.
They ass was trying
Shit
to
was
get
crazy.
the scoop.
You remember Anonymous? How they took down their website and shit. The Scientology.
Yes.
That was the funniest shit.
Bro, Anonymous has done a lot of good in this world. They are the reason why we're still continuing to get Lupe Fiasco music. They're the reason.
What was that last part?
They're the reason why we're continuing to get Lupe Fiasco's music.
Wow. What are they doing?
The album Lasers was continuously pushed back month after month after month. It was supposed to be released, right? So the reason why they were holding it back is because they wanted Lupe Fiasco, and this is his record label I'm talking about, Atlantic Records. Atlantic Records wanted Lupe to change multiple verses and choruses because they weren't, quote unquote, hitting to them. Now, as we know as hip hop artists and lovers and hip hop heads and shit, that's not the case. The music was fire, but there was no way that they were going to allow Lupe to speak that positivity into the youth. So what ended up happening is they tried to make him go to the mainstream sound. Lupe complained about what was going on publicly to the right people, and Anonymous came into the picture and was like, yeah, we're just going to leak this shit. They literally hacked into Atlantic Records servers and stole the album and leaked it for Lupe.
Yeah.
To get it to be released.
I was going to say. So is the album on Spotify the right album or the wrong one?
Oh no, it got released as is officially and when it was leaked. They didn't make any more changes. The day that it got leaked is the version that we got, and that was in Lupe's opinion, the best he could do at that time. And then after that, when Lupe got mad, we got Food and Liquor 2, which is the extremely hyper over political album where he's exposing a bunch of shit like the Vatican shit. He goes into the Audubon ballroom incident. You know, that's where Malcolm X got killed. And he goes into a bunch of shit.
He's still with them. Atlantic.
No. He dropped after Tetsuo and Youth. That was the last album on the record label.
Yeah, I see.
And then Drogas Wave is 100% indie. So he's indie now as we speak.
So Drogas Light is First and 15th Productions.
Yep, that's the
label. I don't know who that is.
That's Lupe's label. So when you hear him say First and 15th, that's Lupe. That's the label. That's Lupe's label. Yeah, that's what F and F up. F and F.
Who's the other artist that left?
Shit.
Started releasing their own. Oh, Tory Lanez. I think he's leaving too.
Yeah, Tory Lanez is about to switch up, bro. That last shit that he dropped.
He said that's not his best music.
I know it's not because he sounded like he playing with it. That I Ain't Been Broken a Minute.
I like the saxophone, bro.
That fucking beat still to this day. He's a problem. When it comes to rap, that man is a problem. And I think
he's got different styles. He's good
because he doesn't fit himself into a box like he almost did by trying to say he was the best rapper alive and going after the wrong niggas and starting beef with people. And he admitted that was stupid too. So I know there's growth there. Like that's never a smart move to try to come out and say you're better than folks, even though you might be. But then you're going to open yourself up to public perception at a deeper level. And people going to try to get in that ass. That's never
exactly, yeah.
That's never a good position to be in. Never ever. Never. Never ever. Ever ever. Ever ever. Ever ever. Get on my level. What? That song is actually hard as shit still to this day.
Always.
That man scrappy raw. But when I want to say, for the record right now, Final Fantasy VII Remake is one of the greatest games ever created.
There he goes.
Yeah. Game.
Like, how did they do that shit?
I was scared, to be honest with you.
Oh, hell yeah. My stomach was turning when I was downloading the game. Like, that day leading up to it, nigga was nauseous. I was in this bitch like, are they gonna fuck this up for real? I'm so happy that literally the game caught me off guard in the best way possible. That shit, cause I've been holding in so much. I ain't talk about it at all. I have not spoke. I literally have been posting music, saying play the game, telling people it's good, but I haven't gotten into the like the deep details of why that shit is just fucking amazing. They got so much from the entirety of the original Final Fantasy in this package. That combat.
Yeah, I can't wait for part 2, bro.
Bro, are you gonna run hard mode?
For what?
For the remake, the first part. Are you gonna run through hard? Because I'm gonna start probably like tomorrow on that shit. I'm going back in. I've tried to take a break for a week, but I've literally been thinking about the game every fucking day.
He's starting the whole thing over?
So now with the hard mode, you can go back to chapters that you forgot, or you can go back and play the chapters over. So I'm going to play through the whole game again on hard.
I think I'm going to just do the quests and stuff, get all the summons, the limits.
Because I'm going to do all that on normal. But the only reason why I want to play on hard mode is I found out about a secret boss.
Really?
There's a secret boss. And I don't know what you would get after beating the boss. So I don't know like what the reward is. But I just want to fight the motherfucker in this combat system, to be honest with you. I really want to see how much more difficult and wild it gets. Like, because I think the hard mode, it stops you from using items in the fight. So you can use them outside of the fight when you're on the field. But then when you're in the actual matches, you can't use items. You can only use spells and attacks and whatever your ATB gauge will allow you to use. So if let's say you got Barret, Cloud, and Tifa. Me personally, I'm putting Chakra and Prey on Barret because those two moves only require ATB. They don't use magic. They only consume the bar.
Tifa and Barret?
I'm putting the Chakra and Prey materia on Barret.
Oh, yeah.
I put them on Barret. And another reason is just on top of that, Barret can fill up his bar from range. He don't need to be up on you, so he can be on the other side of the battle.
I didn't think about putting Chakra on him. I use Chakra on Tifa.
So the reason why I don't use Chakra on Tifa is because whenever I have... What was it that I put on Magnify?
Because she charges up quick, and then you can do those the combos.
I put Unbridled Strength and Chi Trap. I make sure I use both of them with her back and forth, and pop off that to raise the stagger gauge. Because with the stagger gauge, if you have the Chi Trap down and you use an Unbridled Strength, the Chi Trap, you can spam them. So as long as you have ATB bar, which you will because you'll be comboing the entire time, it will not only fill up your ATB bar, the Chi Trap itself, but you can stack 3 or 4 of them on top of each other in one time. And they'll all constantly do damage per second. So if you locking those down with Unbridled Strength, swapping back the Cloud to just deal more damage on top of it with Punisher, have him do, let's just say Braver. We'll just toss Braver out, and then swap back to Tifa to lay down more traps and reactivate Unbridled Strength. Keep that cycle going. You got damage out the ass. And then you just put the element of whatever you fighting on your weapons as Magnify. Make sure that bitch is on Magnify with the materia. Like I'll do Lightning when I know I'm about to go against any kind of robot enemies. Any enemies that are weak to electricity and shit, put Lightning on Magnify in the group. And then I don't.
Are you talking about when you link it to?
Yeah. Put that in the linked materia slots. And
then I got you.
That blue, all of the blue materias, the blue ones, all will stack to whatever they're grouped with, and you can also stack them 2 times, so you can have the Magnify and what's the other blue one? There's Magnify, which will actually cast a spell to everyone in a party. So if you put Cure on Magnify, you can not only heal yourself, but it'll heal the entire team in one go. And then,
are you serious? I played the game without.
Yeah, bro. Like that was when I found that out. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like you can literally cure everyone in one go.
So I thought Magnify was Magnet from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh no, it literally blows it. It literally gives you. It magnifies it to the range.
That's funny as fuck.
It's crazy as hell. And then there's another one. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but it'll allow you to attach that whatever element that is. So lightning, ice, fire, whatever it is, attach that to the weapon.
Right, yeah.
And that's another one that I use. And I normally, I put that on Cloud and Tifa, and I put the other ones more or less
if you do that on the, what's it, twin swords?
Oh yeah, the twin swords is the shit. I like the twin swords.
It has good magic.
Yes, it does. That one, that magic attack on that. And that's what's so lit about the fucking weapons for every character, is that they're all viable.
Yeah.
Every weapon is usable.
But I did use Big Bertha all the time.
Big Bertha is the shit. Because that thing, as soon as it shot off, that thing said, doop, boom, doop, boom. I was like, yeah. It's so satisfying with the hits. Bless you, baby. It's so damn satisfying with the hits. I don't think I've seen a combat system that has such like recognition to the hits with the animation. So it's like whenever Cloud actually like you hit the button and the animation starts for an attack, it happens with such power. It feels good and you're just hitting a fucking button. And I'm thinking I've been sitting here playing VR games for the past few months. So I got that entire shit going on in my head dealing with that.
Oh, did you beat Half-Life Alyx?
I have not yet. I'm halfway through it and I'm stuck on the boss right now. I'm playing it on hard.
You like it so far?
I love it. It's actually really good, but I'll be honest. Boneworks has the superior gameplay. Alex has the superior world design, level design, like there's like gamey stuff that you can interact with. Half-Life Alyx got that. The voice acting, all of that story. Half-Life Alyx is fucking amazing. But Boneworks with the gameplay alone, the way that gunplay works and how smooth you can just move around. And I ain't even got to stand up. I could just sit down in the chair. And I'm sitting here flipping over walls and shit and popping slow motion headshots.
Chair with a headset on.
I'm chilling. Like you can sit back now. I can take the headset and go on my porch and play it with no problems. As long as there's light out there. It's smooth. Like the variation between how I can play the game is another thing on top of it. I can play it standing up and actually physically move around the space if I want. Yeah. Or I can just sit here in the chair and play.
Did you see the mod where you can play it on PC?
Man, look, okay.
Wait, I didn't see how it plays.
You didn't see
it? No, I didn't see it.
So I gotta find it, but I'll try to explain it real quick while I'm looking for it. They basically take the static. They take the static position of the hands, right, and move them right in front of your face because the gloves are just floating around in space, so there's no actual set animation or position. So
you just stuck it there.
They locked them right there in front of the face, so that means you got to turn.
But are your fingers still moving and shit?
No.
They're not. Okay, no, that would have been funny as shit. Though.
It's like it's so fucking weird how they have it. Like you can't grab things like that. You can't do it now. It's playable apparently from beginning to end, but it's so janky. They tried to make it play like Half-Life 2, and it don't. It doesn't have those physics built in to be a standard first-person shooter. They don't have it set up like that. But let me see if they got better footage of it now. I wonder. Because last time I looked at it, here we go. Yeah, non-VR mod. And what's today? Today is April 7th. Yep, here it goes. Yeah, they got it's called the fake VR mod. And it allows you to play it with keyboard and mouse. But whew. So it is playable with a keyboard and mouse without a VR headset. Is it ass? Yes. Yes. It's big ass.
It is ass.
Yeah. Oh, the fingers do still move. The fingers do still move. Yes, they do.
Okay, that's funny. I gotta see that shit.
Yeah. This shit is great. Like, they gotta... You gotta finagle your way around. It's so weird. Because there's a lot of things like you got to actually reach out and grab doors and turn them to open them. You got to actually, you don't have clips on your belt like Boneworks. You got to pull them out of your backpack. So you got to reach behind your back and pull out extra clips for extra magazines for your pistol. And I'm trying to stop using the word clips. But when it comes like turn the lights on and off, you actually got to move your finger to the light position and turn that bitch off. Turn it on like a light switch. And there's a whole bunch of things. You got to press buttons and shit. So when you think about it, you're not pressing a button to do these things. This nigga got to actually physically move the character in position and then like walk forward in order for him to...
Oh, so it just looks mad weird.
It is. It's janky as fuck. There's no way this could actually work
Why couldn't they release 2 versions? You know?
Well, I think the reason why for that is the fact that they are jumping into VR. And like, there's one thing I've been trying to push and get folks to realize, like, this is what's happening now. They're thinking that a lot of folks think that VR is going to happen 5 or 10 years in the future. No, it's here right now. And that's what Valve is also trying to say, is like their standard way of making games is gone. That's all gone. They see the benefit in VR.
Shit, bro, 5 to 10 years from now, VR is going to be completely different.
It's not going to be VR anymore. It's going to be elevated. You're going to see shit just like I'm wearing these glasses.
Virtual reality.
Yeah, it's going to be complete. It's going to be AR. AR is what's going to end up taking over because they just dropped the update for the headset.
I was just telling you.
Action
replay?
Augmented. That too. You already know how I am about my Game Shark, nigga. I don't play about that shit.
Action replay.
I am the Game Genie. That's my code name. Especially on weekends. But man, the VR shit. So the AR, augmented reality, they added it to this headset in a style to where you can just literally physically tap on the side of the headset. You ain't got to press no buttons. Literally, the vibrations from the tap will activate the cameras and allow me to see the world, the real world that we're in. But I can overlay things on top of it. So now I can actually put windows that I'm browsing on the internet or watching videos and movies and put them on the wall and still be seeing everybody that's around me and the world around me while I'm still in the headset. And they have, like, I can have my computer screen in my headset and I could be chilling on the porch, actually seeing everything, but just have this big ass screen just floating right there in front of me, 100-inch screen chilling right there.
Wait, don't shoot.
And it's like the thought that that's even possible is fucking insane. Like, they actually have that tech is here and they just dropped it through an update for this device.
For the Oculus?
The Oculus Quest, yeah. Like, I got it right here. And it works better than I'm explaining it. It works 10 times better than I'm explaining it, in my opinion. I think what they have actually done was open up the door for controllerless VR, where you can literally just use your hands. And I think that's what's really going to be dope.
That would be nuts.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy as hell. Because imagine they're just going to have gloves. You're going to have haptic feedback gloves you'll be able to wear. You'll be able to actually feel the virtual world in your hands. And that's when shit going to get crazy. Once they start finding ways to physically interact with a VR world, with physics, like Boneworks. Boneworks is the first step. Boneworks is the first step mechanically to how all of this shit's going to work down the line. Half-Life Alyx is not. That's going to be talked about in game design for like how to build worlds and interactive things in the world. But from a moment-to-moment gameplay on how a character moves, how you reload, how you item management, how all of that works, I believe Boneworks is going to be the archetype for how all of that shit's going to work in the future. And what's funny, found the nigga that made Boneworks, it's the same dude that used to make them action videos with Freddie W. He the editor of those videos. Remember
the Asian dude that does all the shooting and like fake.
Yes. Those niggas made Boneworks.
No way.
Those niggas. That's why this shit is so hard, because dude was like, I like making these videos, but Freddie wants to make Hollywood movies now. Freddie didn't want to make those kind of action videos anymore. He wants to make scripts and shit. And dude that was actually behind the scenes editing it, he's like, I'm going to make games now. Bye. And he took the Freddie W2 channel and turned that into his game development company's channel. And these niggas just dropped Boneworks. I think they made...
That's actually kind of cool.
2 games before this, and they didn't blow up because nobody knew who they were yet. And then Boneworks is the one that's like, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
It's so dope. They pulled it the fuck off, in my opinion. Because they made... Shit, they sold at least like 30,000 copies, I think. And the game's $30.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta think, for an indie studio, they published and developed their own game. It's not under nobody. It's technically indie. Boneworks is technically an indie game. And
aren't they under Facebook?
No.
Because Facebook made Oculus, right?
So Facebook...
Or they helped in development.
Facebook gave Oculus and I want to say John Carmack. Is it Carmack? It might be John Carmack, the developer of original Doom. He's that he is the one that made the Oculus. He went to Facebook and got a blank check and was like, give me the money to make this the best device in the world to develop this technology. And he done so much in the past 4 years. Mans came out this year and said, I'm personally going to be moving on and working on the next big thing. He left this in the hands of his proteges. So now Oculus is being worked on by niggas that was directly taught from John Carmack himself.
Yeah.
That's insane. And that, like, they're every day producing shit for the Oculus outside of games, just utilization for the console itself. And the way that things work, like how I'm able to take this here controller.
Dude, stream your desktop.
Huh?
Streaming your desktop, that shit insane.
That's crazy as hell. The fact that I can split all 3 of my screens.
I wish the battery life was better though.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this. My headset hasn't died in weeks. And
you said it was like 4 hours?
It's like 5. It's 5 now. They increased the battery life. Because they turned down things in the background. So it's like 5 to 6 hours. I can play it with no charge.
You know what's funny? The fucking Switch is battery is shit, right? And this Oculus shit has more battery life than this.
Man, I don't know what the hell. And it's because they use that fucking horsepower ass chip.
And you know, one of my friends, he was a day one Switch, and he's like all Nintendo and shit. He's like, man, I don't feel the same about the Nintendo Switch no more.
It all changed like within the past year.
He said that what do you call it? That glimpse of, oh shit, the Switch,
Yeah. It was just like the newness.
He said it's gone.
That newness wore off. And it's because you gotta think, the Switch itself, let's be real. I got this badass motherfucker right here. We know about this. You remember this thing, right?
You gotta tell me.
This thing right here. Now, when it comes to the Switch is this.
That's a better version.
But it's a better version because it's native Android. Where the Switch failed and where Nintendo is failing currently as we speak is they still got them 1965 ass businessmen in the fucking office in these suits trying to still make a massive margin of profit on this console by using cheap parts. The entire console is plastic. There ain't nothing on this motherfucker that's worth a damn. If I drop this bitch 2 more times, this game over.
720p screen. When they said that shit at release, I was like, it's 2019, 2018. Come on.
I think they could have got away with a 1080p screen. It's like this. This is still 720p screen, but the output can go up to 4K with HDMI.
Yeah.
With this.
I don't know, bro. And the fact that we can game stream on hacked firmware.
Bro, the simple fact that they tried to use a modified version of Android, now that we know that's perfectly 100% true, I can speak on it.
Hold on, Nintendo used?
Yes, this is modified Android. That's all this operating system is.
Oh, okay. I thought you said they actually use custom firmware for something.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you think about what this is, they created...
It is modified. Yeah.
It is. It already is like custom. The firmware is custom in a sense because they created their own skin for it. But what really confuses me is that they thought they could just lock it off, but then not give the features that are natively available on the operating system itself.
Bro, we still don't have wallpapers.
Like let's say fuck themes. You can't even have a wallpaper, my nigga. RetroArch lets me have a wallpaper.
That's crazy.
I got Thanos and a Kofi in my goddamn wallpaper right now. No joke.
Bro, when I hacked my Switch, I play it more when I hacked it.
Yeah, I agree. Now, there's 3 games I give the Switch the reason why I played it. Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Vanilla, and Mario Kart 8. That was the 3 games on there. I won't even count Smash because I don't know about Smash no more.
Smash is like off and on for me.
Yeah, and it's...
Some days I'll be like, oh, I want to play Smash.
Yeah, like the other day we was playing.
And then I'll leave it for like a few months and I'll forget about it.
Yeah. And I think it's the...
Bro, right when they banned me, I went to my Nintendo subscription and turned that bitch off.
Same, bro. Same. As soon as Nintendo got my ass, I was like, well, let's do that. Turned that off. I disconnected my my Facebook from the Nintendo account. Took my PayPal off and everything.
Yeah.
I took everything off that
Straight
account.
up.
And my account's still on their Switch. So
you see they got hacked.
Mm-hmm. I had you had 2-factor on your shit already, right? Because I had 2-factor on mine already.
Yeah.
I change my password every 6 months.
I don't have a PayPal account on there, so they can't get shit.
Smart. And me, what I did was before I had back the original DS days, I had what the fuck was it on there that I was using? There was a couple of things that was a security risk. Oh yeah, I got hit. I did get hit. So my account got hit back in the day when I used to use Hotmail email. And
yeah, that shit trash.
Yeah, these niggas tried to buy games on it, but a nigga was big broke back then. That was
nigga was big broke.
Boy,
you couldn't get shit.
Man, look, GameStop. Imagine trying to live life on a GameStop budget. Nigga was making $8 an hour, and they was trying to cut hours. I was trying to work at other stores to make up hours. Got trained to be a fucking manager, and then basically just became complacent because nobody was trying to move me in a position I worked my ass off for. So I kind of said fuck it in the past 2 years. The last 2 years of that job, I pretty much said fuck it because they hired somebody from the street instead of promoting me to the manager of the store.
Of course, bro. They want to save money. They don't want to pay you manager. They don't want to pay you manager money.
I was like, man, come the fuck on. I was supposed to get moved up to about 15, bro. I was making $8 a goddamn hour at that fucking place. And then I got an interview at Best Buy. I'm going to come into... I ain't even get offered the job at Best Buy yet. They just heard I had the interview.
This, West Side?
So it was the Oakley... there was one in Oakley. The GameStop in Oakley. That was my store.
Oh, okay.
From 2009 to 2015, that was my store. I held that fucking store down. And... yeah, bro, our numbers was the best in the fucking region and everything, bro. Like, we was shitting. My team there, we were the shit. And it wasn't even a sales thing. It was a passion thing. You could not tell me I was wrong about a fuck. Especially not asking me about some games. I'm not going to let that grandmother give her goddamn child Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm not doing it.
Grand Theft Auto? I would have.
The only reason why I didn't is because that nigga, what's his crazy ass, the one that we was talking about yesterday. Trevor, bro, I would not let no kid do that, bro. I couldn't do it. Trevor freaked me out. When he actually killed his family in the game, I was like, no, there was no way. In that story. When he killed his cousin.
Bro, I watched my little cousin play GTA 5. Shit funny.
It is funny as shit.
It's not my kid.
Yeah. Blame my kid. Fuck
I
the
watched
kid.
him playing that shit, stealing cars or whatever, and he enjoyed himself.
I won't lie. Probably like nowadays, I would give a kid Grand Theft Auto 3 before I give him.
I would too. I don't give a fuck.
I'd give him 3.
It's just a
before
game,
5.
bro.
But at the end of the day,
That way they can see like what's right and wrong.
I think that's probably like what happened too. Because I got 3 when I turned. It's like 12 or 13 when I got.
Yeah, bro. I was in middle school playing 3.
Yeah.
We were doing the cheat codes L1, R2.
Man, shit, the controller right now for
The
weapons.
shoulder buttons.
For weapons is R2,
Up,
R2,
down,
L1,
left, right, or
R2,
some shit.
left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up. I can literally do that shit with my eyes closed. Now, weapons is R2, R2, L1, R2. Health was R2, R2, L1, R1. Armor was R2, R2, L1, L2. And then all of them end in left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up. And my ass was literally able to spin the D-pad.
It's funny because when you said that shit, I remember it.
Those shit, you could hear it. You could hear it pop up.
Yeah.
The cheat activated, weapon activated. Gotta just sit there and just get ammo. Just do the weapon cheat like 20 times and get all my ammo up to 9,999 rounds, and then just rock a long time with that shit. Wouldn't have to do anything except put in the money cheat after I got arrested or wasted. And then I would put in the low gravity cheat for the cars, the better handling. So I can hit, you can click the stick and jump over shit. That's how I got to the islands quick in 3.
Well, you didn't do flying cars?
Yeah. The flying car cheat. Did you do it with the tank?
Yes, I did.
Bro, doing it, turning
Shit
that
was
turn
funny.
around, and then you could just take the fuck off.
It's funny too because like the wheels the wheels go sideways. You just
Mans would take off, and I'm just sitting there hitting the button like I'm really airborne.
It's funny, man.
The screen shaking and shit. Oh man.
That was the shit, man.
And then you have, that was when I first found out about Royce the 5'9", because you know that's him on game radio.
Mm-hmm.
That's all him.
Yeah.
And then I was like, who's Royce? Found out he was connected to Eminem. Found out about Bad Meets Evil. I was like, bro, this shit taught me hip hop in a sense. They taught me guidance.
They got some underground people, bro. Mm-hmm. Same thing with GTA 5. I found out about Freddie Gibbs.
Oh, you found out about him
5.
through that? Yeah, because that was
I was
Eastside
like, who is
Moonwalker.
this? Shit hard as fuck.
That was Eastside Moonwalker. That nigga, oh my God. When I first heard that, and I think the BFK, Babyface Killer, that shit too. Both of those, when they were in there, I was like, what the hell? And when I was excited, because I didn't play it until after I went to Kendrick Lamar's and TDE's concert in Orlando. So that had to be at least 2015 or 14, maybe 14. And this is before Kendrick was who he is now. We went to go see all of them perform, and that nigga Absol got on stage and performed Illuminate, because I screamed it out loud. I said, Illuminate, nigga. And he actually performed the first verse to that shit.
Wait, you was there?
Bro, I have the entire concert recorded. Wait for it. Hold on to your seat. This is crazy. I got the entire concert recorded on a PlayStation Vita.
That's fucking hilarious.
My phone died. My Vita was alive. And I recorded.
Wait, the video has a camera, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
And it was actually good. I gotta find the footage. But I actually got
that's
that
fucking
shit.
hilarious.
I was like, oh hell to the yes. I had that locked in. And it was right after Kendrick went last. And when Kendrick got on that damn stage, that man started off with rigor mortis. Then he went to the high power with the 3 eyes. And he did a couple more after that. That was from the Section 80 album. I was just like, bro. And then he announced Good Kid, Mad City at that show.
Oh, it was that time.
It was that. It was before Good Kid, Mad City came out. He announced that. He said, I've been waiting until my name got a certain level. My first actual released album is going to be called Good Kid, Mad City. And it's been that name since I've been a child. And then he dropped the fucking mic and walked the fuck off the stage. It's one of the hardest performances I've ever seen in my life. Them niggas literally came up one after another. It was Schoolboy Q, J-Rock, then Absol, then Kendrick, all four of them, they had these two guys open up, and they were actually dope too, but I don't remember their names. I gotta go back. I got footage of all of that shit. Yeah, bro, they just went up one after another. They didn't come on stage at the same time. They didn't even perform songs that was featuring each other. They each gave each other their own shine. All four of them.
That's must have been crazy.
It was buck wild, and we was right down on the ground floor, right up front. It was the craziest shit. My mom drove us down there because my truck broke down at the time. My same trooper I got now, that bitch broke down. Shit. And I asked my mom, I said, Mom, let me drive your car down to Orlando right quick.
Let me drive the boat.
Yeah, but let me drive the boat. And it was basically like that, but she was like, hell no. Nah. And he was like, fuck, I bought these tickets. He was like, fuck, I want to get down there. And no one was literally on point. And then my mom just came downstairs and surprised us. She was full dressed, ready to go. She said, get in the car. You got 5 minutes. I'm driving y'all down.
It's funny.
And it was just like on point like that. And we just took a fucking trip down there. She dropped us off at the concert. She went around the city for a little bit. She went shopping while we was in there and came back and picked us up. She made sure we did not miss that fucking concert. And it was in an entirely another city.
Hell yeah. That's great memories.
So hard. Like little shit like that is why I hold on to a lot of things I hold on to. Cause
exactly, yeah.
It's like, bro, that's not gonna happen again. That was literally one time. That was it. And I got to experience that shit. That nigga Kendrick. That's when I was like, I'm a Kendrick stan forever after experiencing this. I'm going TDE, all of that. I'm on board because them boys dope. And I got a chance to actually see that it's real. It's not no fucking show, play bullshit. I got a chance to see these niggas. They real human beings. And that shit is lit. I don't like that Black Panther album, though. I will say that. I'm not a fan of that Black Panther album. That was meaty.
There's a few good songs, but
it was medium, what's the word? Medium swole. It wasn't fully big. It don't fit right. I'll still wear it, but it don't fit right. It's medium. That's the size. It's medium. Small, medium. But man, what size is that jersey, man? That shit come in extra medium, man.
Extra medium, bro.
That's the best size of the world right there. I ain't big boned, I'm just extra medium.
Shut up.
Everything about this shit is beautiful. But I will tell you this, though. Namco Bandai hasn't dropped a bad game in years.
You're right about that.
I'm just sitting here looking at this shit now for Tales of Arise.
Tales of Arise.
Have you seen that trailer yet? It's the new Tales game.
No. Wait, this is on PS4. It's already released.
I don't think it's out yet.
Oh wait. Oh, that's a trailer. Not bad.
Yeah, they got a trailer. If it was out right now, there would be. I'm shutting all this shit down.
It comes out this year.
What?
A tale.
Coming on PC.
Yeah, it's gonna be on PC. I'm definitely getting PC. That's when you see the world. Hold on, let me put the one that I.
Bro, I was playing Trials of Mana on the Switch.
Man.
How does it look? How does it run and look on the Switch?
I don't like it. No, not the game. My bad. I don't like how it runs on the Switch.
I had a feeling it wasn't.
I can tell it's 30 frames. I can see the fucking pixelated zigzaggy lines across the models.
Heard. You can actually see it. That sucks. That really fucking sucks.
But
I knew the Switch
free.
was gonna suffer. Oh yeah, that's right. I keep on forgetting. Yeah, no, you got that shit for $3.99. We ain't worried.
I'm just waiting for the crack wash to get up.
Everybody with that
on
crack
the PC
wash
version. You can check it right now. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it's still uncracked. That one's still uncracked. Resident Evil 3 is uncracked. How? I thought that would be cracked. Oh, you know why? Project Resistance is always online. That's probably what the problem is. But shit, Half-Life Alyx is cracked. Doom Eternal got cracked day one.
That's funny. Half-Life got cracked day one too.
Actually, Half-Life got cracked day 0.
They said, "Fuck it, we're not putting back."
And I know they really don't need to. When you really think about DRM for Steam, there isn't none.
For if the game is good, they'll buy it.
Yeah.
The people who are broke, they will buy it eventually. They always say that shit.
That is true. Because it's like this. Even games that I have downloaded in this manner, it's literally for a trial run to even make sure my computer can run it, make sure it's not actually trash, and I'll buy it. Like fucking Watch Dogs 2. I hate the first Watch Dogs. That game is butt sex. I don't like that fucking game. I hate the first one. Chapter 4 made me want to throw a book at a librarian's neck.
I think everybody hated it because the trailer for E3 was way better than what.
Honestly, that's still. I
and the PC version was straight trash.
It wasn't optimized at all, and it's like, what in the hell is Ubisoft doing here?
People had like high-end video cards, and they barely could run Watch Dogs. That shit was.
They start the bitch up, and as soon as you actually start driving, the bitch would crash on you. That shit would literally crash on you.
Hold on. Do you remember Assassin's Creed Unity?
Bro, okay. Oh.
my god.
Listen to me. So, I got footage on my channel still right now.
Do you remember the deformed faces and shit with the eyeball?
Oh, man.
That shit is so scary.
So, I saw all of that shit without being warned about it.
I saw it before it came out, and I knew I was going into it like that.
And I was
You saw it was freaking out.
They all was freaking out. The lighting engine just shit itself. Like literally the whole world. The game starts off, the frame rate's fucked at this point in time.
Oh yeah. I was getting like 40 frames at that time.
It was dropping. It wasn't consistent. And the lips was oddly on point, but the facial expressions weren't. And I was like, oh,
that's true too. That was another but they fixed that eventually.
Yeah, they fixed all of them eventually. Like all of those issues. Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey didn't have any damn issues from the drop. I will give Ubisoft both of those games. They didn't drop. Far Cry 5 has some of the best optimization of a game that I've played. And For Honor is the shit right now. Yeah. I stand by For Honor is great right now.
I think it was Unity. Syndicate.
Yep, Syndicate was the other one.
Syndicate was better.
That was, I think Syndicate was the one. No, hold on. Which one was the one that they dropped on PS3 at the same time? Because they dropped one on PS4 and Xbox One, and then they dropped the other on the 360.
Which talking about Black Flag?
No, Black Flag was 4. That's Assassin's Creed 4. And then
that's my shit. That's my favorite.
That's the shit. That one is really good. And then they did the slave trade one, the Freedom Cry.
That was good too.
And they had you playing as the brother.
I think
I was like, all right, let's get it.
It was just Unity that was trash. Syndicate had a bad story.
I think Syndicate and Unity wasn't good, but there was another one that dropped too. There was another Assassin's Creed that dropped in the middle of them. Assassin's Creed Rogue. That's what it was called.
Oh, that was like an off. It was based off the Assassin's Creed 3.
Yes, it was, and that one was you're playing as the Templars. That's what that.
Yes, you're right.
You're playing as the Templar on the other side.
Who was he related to?
And let me see this character, because I don't remember who that was. Yeah, Shay Patrick Cormac. So this was a one-off. And they were still in Abstergo trying to search through his memories, but it wasn't through. Oh no! So this one you're playing the opposite of Connor. So you were Connor was the main character of Assassin's Creed 3, and then you had Assassin's Creed Rogue, which is you're playing the opposite side during those events, which was actually really cool. But then it all leads into Assassin's Creed Unity. And Unity.
Oh, I didn't play Rogue. Did you play it?
I played a little bit of it. I didn't go like top to bottom through all of it.
Fuck with it or not?
I probably should.
I think I have it. Because
my only issue with pre-Origins Assassin's Creed games is that gameplay is ass. That game.
Yeah, it's just typical stab him in the face and that's it.
And you know why, right?
No.
Because Assassin's Creed is fucking Prince of Persia. That's what initially it was. The first Assassin's Creed.
Prince of Persia was Ubisoft.
Yes, sir. It still is actually. They I love Prince of Persia. That's a big thing. I'll just go ahead and throw that out there.
Hey, that shit was big, jumping on walls, going through time and shit.
Man, the design of the levels and like in this, that's just
Prince
the
of
Sands of
Persia,
Time.
the Sands of Time.
Sands of Time.
Yes.
Is they hit the nail on the head with that game as a game.
Warrior Within.
Warrior Within was the mature one where you could switch between both modes. That combat was.
Yeah. That shit was gory as fuck.
And it was so violent. That's what I liked about it too.
I think I have all that shit on Steam, bro. Prince of Persia.
Because Prince of Persia might have to get the run through again. And shit, I'll go back even further. The original two Prince of Persias, the 2D side-scrolling rotoscope joints.
So Warrior Within, The Two Thrones, Forgotten Sands.
Forgotten Sands was trash.
Was it?
Forgotten
So
Sands.
only the first three were good.
Yeah, and what the issue with Forgotten Sands is that they tried to recapture what made Sands of Time good, and they had a different model for the prince, so his face didn't look the same and shit. And
What about Prince of Persia, the remake?
that is one of the best, easiest games ever created to man because you can't die in the game.
Huh? What'd you say?
You cannot die in the Prince of Persia reboot. That little sidestep one, that game doesn't make any fucking sense. But it is one of the
So is
prettiest.
it trash or what?
It's not. It's just weird. It's a weird game. It's not bad by any means. The controls are good.
Share or some shit.
Yeah, it looks good. Like for especially now, I'm pretty sure you can turn the resolution up and it looks probably really fucking good. But you can't die in the game. Like if you get hurt or you get dropped off a cliff, your companion will res you and pick you up right there at the spot where you were. So there's no kind of consequence for anything. So, but when you beat it, you'll feel fulfilled and shit. But it's not like a must play. Go out and play it right now type shit. I'll tell you to go play Origin again on hard before I tell you to go and play that. But it's one like randomly one day you bored, turn it on type situation. It's one of them play through it when you bored, ain't got nothing else to do type game. Not bad, but it ain't one for the books.
And Rayman Legends.
That shit is legendary, literally. For a lack
Still
of better words.
$29.
Makes sense. Cause you know Ubisoft think they Nintendo, right?
Yeah, they do.
Ubisoft think that they Nintendo. They trying to work with Nintendo, but Ubisoft think they Nintendo. And so like they got their games, like those games still priced at like $30-$40. But I got that damn I got their Uplay Plus subscription for free for a few months to try. And so far, I like it a lot because they give like the DLC for games for free. So like I got Far Cry New Dawn for free through that shit. And I get to keep
Far
that bitch.
Cry. Oh, yeah, okay.
And that's Far Cry 5's sequel because 5, that story, the way that they end the game is a bad ending, or you think it's a bad ending. You're like, what the fuck just happened? And then New Dawn starts up like 35 years later or something, and then Civilization re-pick back up. Nukes go off at the end of Far Cry 5. Literally, bombs go off, the whole shit's destroyed, dilapidated. Everybody there is quote-unquote supposed to be dead. And New Dawn picks up and actually finishes the story. So I got to run through that and see what happens there. I just hope that the story is actually like making sense. Because 3's story, Far Cry 3 with Voss, I don't care if people say he overrated, played out too much. He wasn't in the game enough. No. But Voss is one of the most insane, batshit, well-acted, menacing villains played by a character in a 3D space game like that. I can't think of another villain off top of my head other than Ganondorf in Twilight Princess because he was a gangster in that shit. Ganon is gangster in Twilight Princess, but Voss would kill him and laugh about it afterwards.
We didn't finish that game.
We do need to finish Twilight Princess.
Yes, we do.
We do need to finish that. That is at a ready and at a go at all time. I'll sit through that shit. I'll help you as much as I got to. I'm that's my shit. I love Twilight Princess. But I think shit, that damn new Zelda, speaking of Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild 2.
Well, you got gameplay footage?
Man, everybody that's talking about it still recycling the trailer for it. You did see the trailer for Breath of the Wild 2, right?
No.
Hold on, let me put that in here real quick.
Damn, still people still playing Watch Dogs too.
Your game is the shit, bro. Like honestly, if you have not played that, you might need to check that out. That game is good as fuck. The soundtrack is made by Hudson Mohawk. Hudson Mohawk was a producer. He worked with Kanye for a little bit years ago during the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy time frame. And you know that production is the shit. Well, Hudson Mohawk and Travis Scott were behind most of it. They got Hudson to do the entire soundtrack for Watch Dogs 2. Even like the little music that when you just like in levels transitioning and shit, he did the
him and Travis Scott?
Travis Scott, Hudson Mohawk and Travis Scott is behind Kanye West's sound of that era. They're the two. Remember, Travis Scott didn't start off as a rapper. He was a producer first. And then he started rapping and doing shit. And he was signed to T.I.'s Grand Hustle. Travis Scott was Grand Hustle for a long time.
For real? Shit, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Travis Scott been around for a long time, but he was in the background at first. And he dropped Owl Pharaoh, that first mixtape. And to this day, I still think that that's his best shit music-wise. That nigga...
Was it before the audio effects, the voice effects?
Yes. He was on...
Yeah, I've never heard his real voice.
That, when I tell you, when he's on trap shit, it's cool. But when he on his dark, melodic, talking about what's going on with him personally and snapping about cocaine in Mexico and calling it Quintana, that nigga is not... Travis nothing to fuck with, to be real. When it comes to hip hop and music, Travis is nothing to be fucked with. Now, he has shown that he can be mainstream, and I will always blame Sway Lee for all of this shit because now he says, it's lit. I hate that shit with a passion. It burns me up inside because how are you going to go from straight up to it's lit? The ad lib chain.
Yeah, he even says that shit in the Turk song. It's lit.
Yeah, he's like, it's lit. Then he put the echo and the effects behind it. I'm like, God damn it, man, come on. All right, I'm putting the trailer in here now.
Oh, bro, they got Hellblade. Hellblade, right?
Oh yeah, yes sir. Sing You a Sacrifice.
They got the VR. You got it?
Oh yeah, I do have that in VR too. Yes, I do. I have not played it yet. Hell no.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask you.
I'm not ready for it yet, just for the simple fact that the game deals with authentic psychosis, and they actually got doctors and scientists that study the shit and treat psychosis to work on the game. So that's actual like real authentic motherfuckers going crazy type shit. And I played through the game 100% of it in 2D in flat. I cannot imagine playing that shit in VR. I'm genuinely scared to play that in VR. Not even joking. I'm scared to play that shit in VR because the game, she'll be like, let's take a combat situation, for example. She pop up on the battlefield. Your enemies aren't always there visible. You'll be fighting one and then two more can pop up around you. Now, while these things are going on, Senyu was talking to herself in her head, telling you where everything is at. But it's not doing it in like a normal, just pay attention to what she's saying. This bitch is saying, you're about to get hit. Look at this bitch.
Like,
look at this bitch.
If I was...
Fuck! Like in the background.
Anything, I would think of Wraith on Acid.
Yes, it's Wraith on Acid, and way more realistic with it. Way more realistic, because she has 4 or 5 different tones of voices talking to her, and you can tell that they're supposed to be different manifestations in her head, but she's literally talking to herself. Like she is fighting through the psychosis and using it to help traverse the world, to actually fight these niggas. And it's creepy as shit the way that they pull it off, because you're in hell the entire time. You're literally in hell trying to escape hell the entire game. No matter how pretty the area looks, no matter how beautiful something looks, you're in fucking hell. And you're fighting against your own brain, fighting against you, fighting against demons. And there's like Baphomet heads and skulls and shit everywhere. And it's creepy. It's fucking creepy.
Good or no?
Oh, amazing. The game is it's the best. It was top 5 that year it came out. Easy. It was top 5 that year it came out. One of the best experiences I ever had in my life. That is pretty as hell. That was one of the best gaming experiences I had. And that when I say normally when I'm describing the game in a way that is saying how it is, breaking down what affected me most about it, normally once I get to that point, I'm probably in love with the game already because I stayed to go that deep with it for it to have that experience. And to be able to talk about the psychosis, that shit, I sat down and had to watch a documentary after I was done playing because I'm like, how did they pull this off? I feel like I'm fucking crazy. I literally, like, they made the player feel like they were crazy. And the amount of times, like, they'll fake you out, you think something going on, and then boom, you hit the sword on something, and it's a real human being you hit, and you think it's a demon, but that's a nigga. And this shit, like, the situations are amazing. The way they set everything up, the puzzles are actually dope. And once again, it's an indie game now. Well, I mean, the second one's not, but the first one's an indie game.
I gotta tell you something.
Let's hit it.
The original Final Fantasy VII has 2,000 people playing it on Steam right now.
The original?
Yes.
Yo, that's actually kind of hard. Because now that they finished the remake, they're like, no. What was those flashbacks at the end? What does that mean? Gotta go back. That's why I was trying to tell people. I said, you really got to play the original Final Fantasy VII before you play remake. You got to play it beforehand because there's so much that happens. And now that we know for a fact that Final Fantasy VII remake is technically a sequel, it's not a remake. The events of the original one that we already know back and forth happened exactly as we saw it and as we remember it. That game is solidified. It's there. You can, just like 2,000 people playing it, you can go and play it right now. And you have them now with remake, calling it remake because it's actually remaking the timeline. It's a metaphor. The whispers are supposed to be the fans. They're supposed to be us. We're Fate trying to keep the entire game
fixing this shit
on track. Yeah, trying to make things.
It's the greatest plot ever.
We revive Barrett. We ain't let Barrett die. We're not gonna let because it ain't his time. Barrett don't ever die. Barrett's not going. Barrett, they bet not. They bet not. If they let us save Aerith, and we gotta sacrifice Tifa or Barrett in her place, because I bet Fate's still gonna want a body if we can save Aerith. Fate's still gonna want a body.
Oh, you already know they're gonna make you guys pick.
They're gonna make us pick between some shit. Now I hope that it ain't no menu pop up and you gotta select. I hope it's some actual like detrimental shit because they gotta keep that hurt the same if they're gonna go that route. They gotta make that shit hurt. Cause like you said, Sephiroth said what at the end? You got 7 seconds until the end. The entire fall from him dropping from the sky and killing Aerith was 7 seconds. Cloud got there at the end of the 7 seconds. He was too late. So now that he's been shown her death, he's been shown a future that the same future that happens in the original game. Apparently, that's the bad ending. And now we're getting this chance for them to remake it and I guess do it right.
I still think she should die.
Me too. And if I do get the option, she's still getting the blade in the back.
The same way?
The same
from
way.
The sky?
They better reanimate it with the same physics and everything. I need that shit to drop a little slow.
I need blood. I need all that.
Now, that's one thing that did make me mad. The blood, the lack of blood in Hojo's lab. And I wonder if they did that on purpose. Because remember in the original, when y'all get captured and y'all are in the jail and then y'all wake up and the jail cells are open. And the blood, bodies, ass cheeks, and elbows spread everywhere. Everybody dead in the office. Mm-hmm. And then you go find Red 13 and fight goddamn Genova, the first version. Fuck that fight. And then you follow the trail of blood and you find Shenra dead. But in this one, there was no blood. There was this gooey ectoplasm shit. And then you follow up and the president's hanging off the balcony and still alive. They turned the fuck up. I actually had to let that marinate just now. What I just said.
It's flawless, bro. Love it.
Like the way that they changed that would have to mean that Sephiroth knows what he's doing.
It was cool seeing the timeline shit.
Yeah, it was very cool seeing that. And like the little differences, the way that they play out, how they got us legit playing through a lot of the moments almost verbatim, but then something is just out of place. Like the church scene. The entire church scene, like why did the materia fall out of his pocket the way it does? And Cloud noticed it falling this time. In the original one, Cloud didn't know it fell, and you can miss that materia entirely, and no one mentions it. In this one, Aerith actually picks it up like you dropped this shit, and Cloud mentions that he knows he dropped it. Little shit like that could throw an entire timeline off. And then like shit, the whispers in the church, they snatched them to the back of the church because I bet Rude was about to kill that man. Even though I whooped I whooped his ass the second time. He killed me the first time, but I whooped his ass once I found out what he was weak to.
I think I died twice.
In the entire playthrough?
The whole time. Yeah, I died twice.
I died about a good 4 or 5 times. And it was just because them dogs in the Shinra lab, in Hojo's lab, that room with all of the dogs when you fighting as Tifa and Aerith, when you had them two. Fuck that.
Oh, you got fucked up?
I got
I didn't get fucked up. My Tifa was straight up jacked.
And I think what the reason was because before that, I had Tifa set right, but I wasn't playing with Tifa right before then. I wasn't using Unbridled Strength correctly, and I wasn't using Chi Trap, and I wasn't healing as Aerith correctly. I had to actually play the game right. I was just trying to get through it and be like, okay, if I got to move
my
here.
My Tifa was fucking shit up.
Tifa, after I found the purple pain gloves in the Shinra building at the bottom. When you
found the gloves?
Oh yeah, I got all the weapons. I got all of them.
I didn't get that one.
So whenever you're jumping across,
I think I'm using the feather. No, not the feather. Can you name all? I'll just look it up.
Yeah, I can get the weapons here.
So I'm using the Sonic Strikers.
Those are the shit. The Sonic Strikers are the shit. The Sonic Strikers are lit as hell. Now the main difference with the purple pain and the Sonic
my bad. The feather gloves. I'm using that.
The feather ones are decent too.
The feather gloves is the one where she releases that orb looking thing. And it basically keeps hitting them while you combo with your hands.
Yeah, so that's the Chi Trap. So what you want to do is with the Chi Trap, you want to master that weapon. Make sure that weapon's mastered so you keep that skill, and then you switch to the purple pains when you find them. When you find the purple pain, they're easy to find. They're on the first floor of the Shinra building. Whenever you're jumping, you remember when she was jumping across and climbing on shit to get to the key?
I'm going to have to restart the chapter.
Yeah, because it's right there at the beginning of that chapter. So it's not hard to find. It's just tucked off in a separate corner. You just got to like go right and then you'll be able to climb on it. But it's I
have
purple pain is the shit.
I have all of Air's weapons, staffs. I got Barrett's, all of his. I need one more for Cloud. I don't have his last one. There's one I didn't find.
Did you let me think which ones, because I know you got it was the heavy blade. I don't remember the name of it, but it's the one with the blunt end. You got Buster.
Mithril Saber.
Which one was that one called? Mithril
Saber. It has more magic than attack.
I think I got the Mithril Saber. Yeah, I did get that one. I did not use it yet, though. So I got weapons. I got all of the weapons, but now I need to go through and master all of the weapons. Because I got 3 out of 5 of Cloud's mastered. I got all of Aerith's mastered somehow. I don't know how the fuck I mastered all of Aerith's stats. I only got 2 mastered for Barrett because whenever I got the weapons that caused him to be melee, in the late game, that shit is not viable. Having Barrett be on melee is not a good idea with them big ass.
No, definitely. That's why I keep him on Big Bertha.
Yep. Okay. Once I got that one, I got Big Bertha maxed out and the regular. No, the light machine gun. I got the light machine gun and Big Bertha maxed out. Gotta work on the other 3. And Tifa, I got the feather gloves, the Sonic Strikers.
The Mithril Saber ain't shit. It's more magic.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't do good damage. And that's another reason too why I would switch back to the Buster Sword, because that bitch did dumb damage. Off rip.
Hard Edge was the
Hard Edge. That's what I was thinking about.
One. But I didn't like the way it looked. I mean, it looks pretty good, but
it looks good. Like once you got like the three main material locked in, and then you see them like they're like it grows on you. The Hard Edge grows on you. That's my favorite one. I love the Hard Edge. And the least favorite, I dislike the nail bat deeply. I do not like it.
It's stupid. I don't know why they put that in the game.
It's that joke weapon, but I gotta max that one out too. I gotta find a way to max that shit out, cause it's like you got that game with all of these weapons, and then the worst weapon. This bitch has 0 materia slots off rip.
Who?
The nail bat.
And you know it's trash because I never used it.
Yeah, 0 materia slots off rip. You gotta add 3 to it. And it just has 3 and they're not connected. The nail bat is a fucking joke. But it's still usable, which is weird. Like you could still use it and beat enemies and actually whoop an amount of ass that's just not natural. You could do that with the nail bat. Do I recommend it? Hell no. Hell no. Let's try to unlock everything. Hell no. I wouldn't do it, Jeff. I would not do it. But what I would do, max out that Hard Edge, the Mithril Saber,
Hold up.
Buster Sword.
Red 13 has like 4 different limit breaks.
In the original?
In the remake,
They gave him limit breaks?
yes.
Now that's interesting. I want to know why.
Sled Fang, Lunatic High, Blood Fang, Stardust Ray, Howling Moon, Earth Rave, Cosmo Memory.
Well, I
Obtained
think
from defeating the lost number in the Shinar Mansion. The lost number. Was that a secret boss?
the secret boss I know is in the VR missions.
Hold on, this is a regular Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on, wait a minute. What did I miss? I was thinking like, Lord.
So I'm looking at the remake Final Fantasy 7 remake wiki guide on IGN.
Mm-hmm.
And this shit has the original shit into the remake. Fucking ass.
Wait, time out. Are you telling me that IGN has an article for Final Fantasy 7, supposed to be a walkthrough guide, but it has the original 7's content in it?
Yeah, I don't know why they would put that in there.
That sounds like some IGN 7.6 too much water ass
hate
bullshit.
These
But like, what the hell? And what's really crazy is the people they get to review certain games don't even play the game like that. And you can tell by the way that they break the game down is that they don't even play it like that. They just talking about it after playing it for 20 hours and putting the game down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you don't even play the game at home. You just played it in the office and you think that your review is going to hold weight. And all these game companies shovel millions to them and vice versa, because IGN will pay a company or pay a game company like Activision to be able to host ads and shit on their fucking site. And then in vice versa, IGN will just release these recycled ass reviews out. They'll just recycle a fucking review style. Like Call of Duty every fucking year. It's the same review every fucking year. They give it a 9 every year. Without fail.
What was that Pokemon game that came out? It was too much water.
It was Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. They said they gave that bitch a 7.6 out of 10
And
For too
the
much
cons
water.
was too much water.
I don't even know how they wrote that without laughing. Cause I feel like they were serious. It wasn't no joke. Them niggas was dead serious. They wrote down too much water and put 3 dots behind it. Like that was supposed to be a thought. Like that's really your argument point? In my opinion, that's one of the last really good Pokemon games. Because I'm sorry. This new shit, Sword and
I
Shield.
like a Mega Trash. Straight up.
That's whores and shit.
I'm glad I bought it used. They ain't getting my money.
Yeah, you got that physical, right?
I do, yeah.
I understand.
I can't go online with it anymore.
Oh shit! I just thought about that. Hey,
How about the Pokemon Bank costs monthly? You know what that is, right?
the Pokemon Bank costs monthly. Is
Yeah.
that where you can transfer your Pokemon to?
Yes.
Is the bank actually compatible with Sword and Shield?
Yes.
Oh, I'm thinking about something. I'm thinking about the one that they released for the 3DS. Because they had something like that for
Okay,
the-
that one was free, but this one you gotta pay for it.
Them dusty ass niggas. There ain't nothing else you can play Sword and Shield with yet. They trying to future-proof the game? By charging you monthly? Or is it one flat fee?
It's Pokemon Home, Pokemon Bank. I don't know what the fuck.
What
Shit
is-
done to me.
And that's not even Nintendo. That's fucking Pokemon Company. That's Game Freak. That's them. That ain't Nintendo. Nintendo don't put their hand in a pot of Pokemon because them niggas are supposed to have that entire sector locked down.
Nah, they do that shit. Cause look at they still haven't gave us a Wii Virtual thing.
You're not wrong about that. The simple fact that Nintendo disbanded the entire the servers are still up to house the game. They're just ROMs. And you're trying to tell me that you had a catalog of Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, 32X games. I don't even know if they had Sega CD games, but I think that they were there too. You had TurboGrafx. You had 3DO games, I believe. And there were some other ones that was on there, not even including NES, Super Nintendo, and Game Boy Advance and Game Boy games on the Wii.
Mm-hmm.
And you just had to pay per game, which we did, like dumbasses. I paid for a few and that N64 games too. There were 64 games on there.
Yeah, they had Super Nintendo games you can buy.
They transferred the service over to the Wii U, made you pay $3 to upgrade it to an HD version of the Virtual Console, which we was like, these niggas are really tripping. But fuck it, I want to play this shit on the toilet. And we did it. Then the Switch dropped. No mention of nothing. They didn't even say what they were doing. They never released like a full plan. They just dropped it. Hey, here's the Nintendo Online account. We ain't got that for you right now, but
I've been saying this for years.
yes.
The friend code system is trash.
Man, they got me in this bitch typing in a verification code to add you as my fucking friend. Instead of just...
I can't just add you. Like, I can't just chat with you. I just see you online and be like, let me text this nigga to see if he wants to play.
And it's like, why did they shut down the service from the Wii U?
Then I need an app to talk to these voice chat. What the
They got a separate app that you get. Now, here's another thing. And I bet nobody even thought about this. Now, we already blew the roof off that the Switch is Android, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have the Switch that is Android. Why in the fuck is Discord got an app on the Switch to remedy all of that? But then outside of that, how does it not have its own native services activated?
Hold up, wait. Is it a Discord app?
Discord's on Android. There's an APK of it.
Oh, I thought you meant on the eShop.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these programs, they're what, NSP files? They're just regulated through APKs and installed the same way. They function the exact same as an APK file.
Yeah. NSP is is what they're called.
Yeah, it's just
but
like
they use. I think the games that I download is ICX.
ICX and the other ones. Yeah, those are a lot better to handle.
It's the safer ones, I think.
Because NSPs can be spoofed.
And they require tickets.
Yep.
So if you have a fake ticket, that's how they ban you.
And that's probably how they got us in the first place.
That's probably how they got us.
Because I think
I downloaded Luigi's Mansion.
Yep.
That bitch was NSP.
Yep. That's how they got me.
They said, "Oh, this dude don't have the right ticket for his system." Fuck it, it's still the best shit I ever did.
Yes, it is, bro. Just with the overclocking alone, I was like, "What the fuck?" Now,
the emulators, the game stream,
whatchamacallit running stable as shit on Astral Chain.
Every time I download the game, I hit him with the emoji. Fuck
Nintendo. And here's what's really crazy: the Nintendo as a whole company, we ain't even saying fuck everybody. The developers, 100%, y'all are safe. The developers at Nintendo are safe because we know y'all don't make the console.
But Nintendo themselves are.
They don't make y'all don't develop the console.
They're just like Apple, bro. I swear to God. With all their accessories and shit that we have to buy.
What's funny is like they're like a least technologically advanced Apple.
And I'm done for buying this shit. I got like 7 controllers.
Yeah, bro. Like when you think about shit, let's take a look at the Joy-Cons. When you look at the goddamn Joy-Con, this is a controller itself, but then what the fuck you playing with this? Now I can whoop your ass in Mario Kart and Smash with this because I can do that. These hands might be big, but don't get it twisted.
Racist, bro. They built them from Japanese hands.
There you go.
I'm just kidding.
I can't even hate. No, that's real. That's probably real.
The racist part.
I mean, honestly, it's like Japan, when they develop a lot of things, they think about their people first.
It's for
that's
their.
Real.
I mean, were they gonna bring somebody from outside the country just to try
exactly? And it's smart. I can't knock them for like shit like that. I can't hate on that. That's gangster. Because you already know that your main base, which is right there on your land, is going to support your shit. Nintendo has stake in Japan itself. They are a part of the culture. They're bigger than a corporation over there. Like Nintendo is like a good Shinra in Japan.
What the fuck? They Shinra. They
Yeah.
control the government and shit.
Bro, they had Mario doing he was gonna come out and do the Olympic shit and light the torch.
I heard it was Dragon Ball. I heard it was Goku.
They initially was gonna do Goku. That bitch was Mario last time I heard. They switched that shit to Mario.
It might be both.
That would be hard.
They had the torch as Goku's.
And imagine if right after they do that, Sakurai pop out and be like, "Guess what?
We here, nigga. We are."
I hate
Goku's in Smash. Goku's in Smash. Right on the Olympic
that would
stage.
be crazy, bro.
That would be hard to see. That would be really hard.
I'll
to see.
buy another Switch for that.
Yeah. Now, be real, bro. I don't even want to Switch Pro. I'm good. You saw what I put in the chat yesterday,
It better be pro enough.
Shit.
I want to see a 1080 screen. I want better battery life.
This is going to be the Switch Pro Max. It's going to be ass.
You know what's funny? The new NVIDIA Shield, I think that's going to be what the Pro's chip.
That would be hard if that's what that is. Because if they're able to actually work with
that
NVIDIA
Shield, the new one I got, is 25% faster.
Oh, that's sick. That's the new generation one of the 4K? The
I
actual
mean, they're
console?
both 4K, but this one just has 25% faster processing. Bro, I just went through my games on Steam. I found a game on here that I don't remember buying this shit.
What's it called?
ARX Fatalis.
ARX Fatalis.
Look it up. It looks shitty as hell. I don't remember buying this shit, bro.
Why does that sound so familiar?
Why is this in my Steam account?
ARX Fatalis. It's just one of them games they just added to your damn library.
They do that every now and then, right?
Oh, hold on. No, this actually looked kind of hard. It looked like it was from like the early 90s first person shooter. To where they didn't give you guns but spells and shit. It looks like this game called Hexen. It looked like Hexen.
Oh, like Neverwinter Nights. You remember that shit?
Neverwinter Nights was the shit. That was the G4 days when I used to watch Portal.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was. big throwback. That was that shit. It's right on the tip of my
Bad
tongue.
Rats.
Second, oh my god, Bad Rats, bro.
Bro, I gifted that shit to so many people.
I did too, bro. I still don't understand. When I look at it on my list, I literally would just sit there, click on it, and just stare at it and can't believe it's real sometimes.
Shit is $1.
I remember I played this shit on Twitch back in...
Look how many... Oh, let me see.
And I was
Community
confused. I wasn't even talking while we were playing it. I was seriously just sitting there just staring at the screen. My homeboy was just laughing. I'm just looking at the screen like...
They got a petition for Bad Rats Steam trading cards.
They got a petition for it?
For Bad Rats Steam trading card.
That's actually funny. Oh, I see it right at the top of discussion. They said, signed, let's do this. What the hell? So they're actually using this page as a petition. That's actually kind of genius.
It's fucking hilarious.
Man, say he a pro Bad Rats player. He been around for a minute if you a pro at that shit.
Bro, this dude got 5.2 hours. He put dedication.
I got 5 minutes.
He basically started the game and
I played it. I got through the first level. And I looked at my home. Literally, I didn't speak while the game was on. I was sitting there flabbergasted like...
astonished that bitch was on Steam.
Because he gifted it to me back in the day. It was 2015. That's when I last played it. September 25th, 2015 is when I last played this game.
Shit is funny, bro.
And I turned it on, and I just looked at him through Skype.
Look how many reviews it has. 6,500.
Let me go to the store page. There's actual folks reviewing this shit. It was funny, it's like very positive, all of that shit. But shit, it might be different now.
Came out in 2009.
Oh, wow. Graduation year. Jesus. I like how this man said the second review is not recommended, but then he said it's a masterpiece. That's all he said.
Bro, I saw a review. I forgot what game it was. This dude had 5,000 hours, and then he put not good
They said he had 5,000?
hours. And he put not good in his review.
This is not good. You think of Anthony Fantano. Hey, this game? It's not good.
Not this game, no. I forgot what game it was. I saw it the other day.
These damn reviews be cracking me the hell up.
Yeah, they're funny. And it's funny that they separate the funny reviews from the actual reviews.
Shit, a game I actually might need to get back into now that I'm looking at this list is Katana Zero. Katana Zero.
Katana Zero.
That game is the shit.
Anti-Chamber. Remember that shit?
Anti-Chamber. Why does that sound familiar?
That shit was fun. It was trippy as hell, too.
I don't think I played it on mine.
Go to the community hub on Anti-Chamber.
Oh, yeah. I
Hey,
remember
go
this.
scroll down,
Uh-huh.
and then when it's gonna be on your left, you'll notice the other guy.
The man is... That one. He's like, wait.
Oh, he's like going back and forth with his eyes wide open.
Oh, is it animated?
Yes, it's a GIF.
Oh, Lord.
On your left, go down. It's the first like actual real GIF.
Okay, I see a hallway. No, that's not one. Let me scroll down. I see a video here. That's not a GIF. I see a troll face.
Oh no, I think you're on the wrong one. Huh?
Or it might be randomizing what's up here.
I'll just stream that bitch, huh?
Yeah. Do that, and I can see it from there.
Oh, you see it?
Here we go. It's on the screen. Oh yeah, that. No. That dude, that movie, The Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh, that's what that's from?
Yes, bro. You want to talk about bad movies? Bruh, listen to me. That shit right there,
Oh, there he is.
that's one of the kings. That's one of the movies that's so bad it's amazing.
Yeah.
That's one of them for sure. Fucking Steam, man. Steam and been through so much metamorphosis. It seems to be growing like how I'm growing with life. Just continuously just keep like evolving every 5 years. Just taking its time. We're gonna update eventually. Shit, actually, wow. Did you ever
This
play
shit right here, bro.
Nosgoth?
What's that?
So the game's not available no more, but this game took place in the Legacy of Kain universe. And it was a third-person multiplayer. It was more hand-to-hand combat. There wasn't too many guns in the game, but what was so lit about it was like third-person brawler almost. Like you play as this big-ass dude, run down hallways, slap everybody down the hallway, grab the last nigga, and throw his ass into the wall and kill him. And you had, I think, like 6 different characters you could play in each faction, and they were all just like horror monsters. So you had like Dracula and shit. Yeah, werewolves, big ass golems. It was wild. The Legacy of Kain shit is PS1, I think, in 64. Soul Reaver.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Legacy of Kain.
It's in
That was PS2.
Yeah. It was in that. It takes place in that series, and it was just a free to play online shooter back in. When did I last play this shit? Oh, 2015. That's when they killed it. They killed it in 2015. Don't know why. They just killed it. That Bad Company too?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'll still never forget the day that I saw that you could fly a plane straight into the sky and jump out that bitch, take a rocket, shoot another nigga.
I was trying to search for another game. It's like Battlefield. There is no other game on that scale.
Nope. Battlefield was the one to actually pull it off, and I don't know why they gave the shit to DICE, because DICE didn't always make this game. Like, where did DICE come from?
Yeah, it was DICE. They made Bad Company too.
Was that always DICE? I know it was on the DICE. No, you don't know. That's right. Bad Company was on the DICE engine. That's right.
Even Battlefield 2 is DICE. It's all DICE.
My question is this. What happened? Over the years,
They try to compete with COD.
That's where they fucked up.
With Battlefield 5, because 1 was flawless.
I love Battlefield 1, and I think now that's so sad that it's now being revered as how good it was instead of when it launched, because I felt like it was good when it launched.
Yeah, I played that shit. Bro, I'm level like 80 or some shit when I checked yesterday.
I need to actually
play the shit out of that game.
I need to re-download that.
I did.
And Star Wars.
No servers, bro.
Oh, the servers, they're dead?
There's no servers.
Damn.
I tried playing it. This is the Battlefield 4, there's a few servers, but they always auto balance. So you can't really play with friends. It fucking sucks.
I don't even remember.
Because it's third-party servers. It's not DICE servers. So I had to uninstall that. BF3, I don't know if you'll play it. But, yeah.
Shit, BF3, I don't even... Did I skip
BF3
3?
was the shit.
No. I played 3. I didn't like 4. I love Battlefield, Bad Company 2.
I didn't like 4 either. I don't know why.
4 was just... That was the one where they introduced Levolutions and shit.
Yeah. That was pretty cool, though.
It was cool to see, but I missed just sticking C4 and trapping the team inside of a fucking building. And... No, I'm sorry. Sticking the C4 to the little remote control helicopter. Trapping the niggas in a building with some cars.
Hey, if you go back and play 4, it's good. All the updates and maps and shit, yeah, it's good.
I might need to run that now. Shit, do I have Battlefield 4?
The auto balance shit ruins the game. And they always switching you on teams.
Now that's interesting.
Third-party servers.
Let's see, can I actually...
The Bad Company 2 is my favorite shit out of all of them.
Yeah, Bad Company 2 might be the best one. Because Battlefield 1, I'll say, is right behind it.
Right behind it, yeah. Well...
Hardline is in a fucking...
Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, then Battlefield 1.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Because
I played the shit out of 3.
3 had close to the same destruction as Bad Company 2.
And it was modern.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing too when they actually decided.
Only thing that sucked was the destruction. It wasn't very destruction.
In 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bad Company 2 was actually like amazing.
I think 3 was the new engine. So they were still playing with that shit.
It was funny, it's like the destruction didn't get better because you can't destroy shit in Battlefield 1.
Mm-mm. Caspian Border was my favorite map. You remember that shit?
I gotta see it because I don't remember the names of the maps.
Oh, bro, I remember all that shit. I'm into that shit.
Because that one, I remember.
Bad Company 2 had Gulf of Oman. That was the shit.
No, I actually do remember the name of that. I can see that one. That map I remember. Bad Company 2, I played more though.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I do remember the maps of.
For every map in Bad Company 2 was the shit.
Unreal Tournament 2004.
2004?
Every map. I get that shit right there. Yeah. The refinery. Niggas, that's my shit. I love that shit right there.
The whole thing, bro.
What is going on here? 23 hours. Oh, it's compressing the drive. That's fine. And
fuck this damn virus.
No, this virus is some bullshit. It's also just, bro, honestly, like this virus, the virus itself
I don't even care no more,
problem.
Bro.
The virus itself ain't even a fucking problem. What's really going on though is the fact that the truth is being revealed to the world and niggas is actually freaking out about it instead of like taking the information as a weapon.
Yeah.
Because the information that's being leaked right now is actual like official government documents and shit. You ain't even got to go to the dark web to find them no more. They right there. You can literally go to find WikiLeaks right now. You ain't even got to hit the dark web for none of the shit. If that kind of information is available freehand, that there's some shit coming down the pipeline because about 5 years ago, you couldn't get anything that a lot of these people are talking about publicly to even be brought up in a forum post somewhere because they were scared that they were going to get found out and killed. Now you got motherfuckers making full-blown whistleblower orchestrations with it right there on fucking Facebook. They putting the information right there in your face.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like arrest records, affidavits, all of it. It's all right there.
Check out the picture I sent in the chat.
Oh, you put the other chat.
The team.
Yo.
You're us from right.
Turn that man into pain. His face too, bro. He looked like he was about to fuck some shit up. He gonna invade South Korea with that kind of energy. He just gonna take the rest of the country over. He said, now it's all Korea, nigga.
He bring the 6 paths.
He gonna open up all the gates and it's over. So once that happens, that boy can drop kick God. And that's not what we want. Because with Kim Jong, man, I don't even want to talk about that shit on here.
Bro, that shit funny.
It's funny as hell, but I think the only thing that's really like borderline creeping me out is, and I knew it was gonna happen, as soon as his sister hit the internet with these new niggas, now they
bro, she looks scary as shit.
She's scary to me, bro. Like genuinely, like my heart rate go up because I know that she is already possibly taken.
She's the evil character in one of these damn animes.
Yeah, bro.
She's the horror bitch
from Kill la Kill. She is Satsuki Kiryuin. That's what she is. She is the Kiryuin family, and shit is not gonna go well for nobody that opposes them.
Bro, I looked up on Amazon. The camera the C920.
Yeah.
Why is that bitch $250?
The one I got right now?
Yeah.
Stop it. This bitch $250 now?
They jacked it up because the pandemic.
Oh God. I mean, it's a good camera. It's 1080p. I mean, I'm able to do this with it, but it's like I had this bitch for like 6 years. I've had this camera for a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe five. It was 2020, 2000. I had it 4 years.
Because I just tried to buy it.
You know what?
Is the C920?
That's what you have, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, out of stock due to high demand. Everybody's using it for Zoom and shit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And then niggas probably reselling it and jacking up the price.
That bitch $250, bro.
Bonky ass niggas, bro. How you going? Like, I understand making a profit. I get it. You got to provide for your family. But the moment that you buy everything in stock so you can jack the price up, so those same people that's struggling just to have entertainment during these trying times can't. So they got to pay you a premium. And you ain't even got nothing to do with the product itself. You're an evil fucking asshole. And that's why I had a problem with Soulja Boy selling them consoles the way he was selling them.
Oh, yeah.
They're not even like actual consoles. Like, nigga, we know.
The boy slapped his name on it by Chinese versions.
Because they're literally like back in the day, the 100 games in one cart. That's what
you see at the mall,
consoles
at the little carts.
And then he had to take his name off of them and shut the website down. Niggas actually bought them, so they actually got them in the wild. They're probably not going to be worth shit, but it's like at the end of the day,
it's a soldier console at the end of the day.
And then like he tried to go toe to toe with Nintendo, like they wasn't going to put his ass in jail. They weren't going to sue him. They was going to put that nigga in jail.
That shit was funny, and I was all for it.
Because I was like, man, if he was just saying that he was going to like legit get a team of niggas to develop some shit that would be lit, that's different. We'd be on board. I would support that. But the fact that he himself just said, just got my hands on about 10,000 consoles that can play Mario. I'm going to put my name on these bitches and sell them. Like, bro, he didn't even know the specs. When he went on Everyday Struggle with Joe Budden and Academics, DJ Academics, when he got up on there and talked about it, see, Academics is a nerd, so he knows about all of this shit. He sat there and looked at his face and was like, "What's the specs?"
Between like gaming and stuff.
Yeah. He be streaming and shit. They're like he don't show that shit because he deals with the hood niggas a lot and he be playing 2K and all that shit with them. But that nigga knows about this stuff. Like he knows how tech works and all that. He's involved in that world. So Academics is no dummy. He's no dummy, even though like his name Academics. That shit is funny. He ain't no
I just think of fucking Joe Budden getting on his ass every time, bro.
Bro, Joe Budden made that show, and after he left, you realize that Joe made
Is it still up?
Yeah, they're still making episodes.
I haven't watched it ever since.
Me neither. I haven't watched a single episode. They haven't had nothing happen. Like shit, that 1 year that show was on, do you realize like every single fucking episode was like publicized heavily because of shit Joe did?
Oh, everything was meme worthy.
Like almost every fucking episode when that man got up when he was interviewing the Migos.
That staple gun. Everything, bro.
This nigga would be in there in the office putting his feet up on the damn on the little table, the coffee table, and chilling. Like, is this man serious?
Joe Budden crazy, bro.
Joe,
He's
wow,
funny though.
Joe funny as shit.
The podcast is lit too.
The man, look, just the amount of information that he be.
Does the other two guys
on.
I like the other two people.
Real Rory and Maul. Maul been around. Shit, they both been around with Joe for a long time, but Maul actually
they were all everyday struggling, were they?
No. They Maul was been with Joe personally, and like Maul actually did the intro to a fistful of quarters, a pocket full of quarters. I'm sorry, that mixtape for Joe. Maul was on the intro to that shit. So Maul's been like Joe's real life boy for like 10 plus years.
Okay.
And Rory, I think, just knew him, like he wasn't like there. And then Parks, that's the dude. He's behind the screen. He won't show his face.
Cameraman.
Yeah, cameraman. So that studio is where Joe record all of his music at. And now they turned that studio into the podcast area. So Parks is back on the ones and twos, making sure everything's good, but he won't show his face. And this shit funny. Because even they're doing the podcast now on they're using Zoom and shit for the podcast. And Parks is on there, but he just has a camera showing the studio and he's off the camera. You just see his arm. The whole episode, you don't see him.
Wait, you just see his arm?
You just see his arm and his hand like moving shit around, and he'll be talking, but you never see his face. But he got the camera pointing in the studio, so you see the couch and everything, and you just see his left arm on camera.
That's so stupid.
It's funny as shit. Damn funny as hell. That shit made my jaw hurt. That's funny as hell. I've been laughing too goddamn hard. I ain't laughed as hard in a minute. This shit is amazing. Bruh, Streets of Rage come out in 3 days. Well, now 2 days. Streets of Rage 4 comes out in 2. Let me say that louder for people. Streets of Rage 4 comes out in 2 days.
I forgot.
I don't know what to do.
Where are you buying it? Steam?
I got it wish listed on Steam because you can't pre-order the digital. Because they're dropping the game, they're uploading it to the servers on
midnight?
Yeah, midnight on Wednesday. So Wednesday night at midnight.
How much is it?
$25.
Oh wow.
Yep.
I'm about to buy that shit.
And I did pre-order the physical for PS4.
Got to.
Because that bitch comes in a big ass Sega Genesis case with the actual PS4 case inside of it. And both covers are reversible.
For 30th.
I had to do it. All right, here goes midnight. Now it's officially 2 days.
Hey, I'm gonna buy it and leave it sealed.
That's what I'm not opening it. I'm not opening it. That's staying sealed. And that's why I'm getting it digital on.
I still gotta buy the FF7 remake.
You look for a physical one of that. Oh shit, it might be too late for that shit. Cause them bitches, they bought the standard editions and sold them out right here at this GameStop.
Yeah. Shit.
Hold up. What they talking about in the... Are they trying to get mad? Flying poison men and Indian fire-breathing dudes is seen in MMA. Man, I'm gonna tell you, this damn Streets of Rage their Discord channel, it is the funniest, most wackiest place. Like, I'll be talking to them sometimes. I don't post too much, but when I do, I be on point with what I'm talking about in here. We'll talk about shit that we love from it, and I'll be like, Streets of Rage 3 got 2 songs that'll turn the club off. Like, they'll shut that bitch down. I don't care what's going on, what year it is. There are 2 songs from Streets of Rage 3 that'll shut the club down. I don't care what's going on. And I posted them 2 bitches in there. Everybody started losing their mind, and we was dancing together. It was beautiful. But then, like, today, I hop in here, and these niggas are talking about what if they do gender swapping with some of the characters. Will they get censored like they did Streets of Rage 3? There was a full-blown homosexual enemy named Ash, and he popped up out of a boat at the end of the first stage, and you fight him. He running around doing all this and shit, and they took him out of the American version of Streets of Rage 3, but he's in bare knuckle. He's even playable in the shit. He's a full-blown character. And they were like, oh, what they're doing? They censored the bottom of Blaze's skirt because when she jumps, you can see her drawers. You can see her underwear in the original version of Bare Knuckle 3. But then when they bought it out,
they edited that shit?
Yep, Streets of Rage 3 in America, they edited it out. They admit it was like, yeah, because the original series was mature. Even though there was no blood.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they were mature at the time. They were
I've never played it.
MA13. So that would be considered mature. And then,
we gotta run that one day.
Bro, listen, I'm down at all times. We got various ways to play it. We got the cartridge. I got the Sega Genesis collection.
The Genesis Mini.
Got the Genesis Mini. You got Retro Arc. We got it all, bro. Any way to run it. I don't care where I'm at. I'll be sitting at the damn car place waiting on my oil change. I'm running it with Skate real quick. Please believe. I got to. Skate is my boy. When I saw Eddie Hunter was in there, they still didn't announce if he's like canon in the story right now, like if he's going to be present in the story.
So Yeah, they make you play it.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, because I still got to play through the Streets of Rage 4 story to unlock the retro characters. Got to play through it once with Axel so I can unlock Adam. And then once I unlock Adam, I'm going to main Adam to unlock everyone else. Because I might play with Cherry, that's Adam's daughter, but I don't like Cherry and I don't like Floyd. Them two new characters, I'm cool on them until later. I'll play them in passing. But as a professional, Adam looks good, Axel looks good, Blaze looks good. I'm playing Skate though when I unlock them. I don't care what's going on. Skate, Eddie.
There's gotta be somebody OP, because remember that speed run of Streets of Rage? I forgot which one.
Oh, but now I've been watching.
One of the girls was OP as fuck.
Somebody was playing as Blaze.
Is that the girl?
Yeah, but Blaze is the girl. Yeah, Blaze Fielding.
Okay, she's the one that was OP.
Yeah,
she could do some. She could do some glitch. I forgot what it was.
It was almost like
it'll kill everybody
in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a monster. The one though that's actually the most viable to like speed run the game with is actually Max. Even though he's the slowest character, he does the most damage, and he has a lot of actual like combat glitches that will allow him to combo in Streets of Rage 2. Now in 4, they're changing it to where your combos can still be linked up the same, but you can juggle niggas now. So you can pop them off walls and then jump up in the air and continue a combo and shit. Mm-hmm. And it's like, bro, how the hell I think they increased their speed by 2 times. So it's way faster than Streets of Rage 2 and 3.
Do you got the deluxe edition or no?
4?
7.
Digital deluxe. I got the digital deluxe. I didn't get the physical. Yeah, I got the digital deluxe of.
I was thinking about getting the original physical, just the standard one.
That would be a good idea because you can do that, and then you can upgrade the digital to the if you want to. But
I have the digital deluxe.
Oh yeah, so you don't.
But I want the physical standard. Yeah.
Yeah, the physical standard is good, and the physical standards cover is reversible too. They got a black cover on the other side.
The digital, yeah.
No, that's the physical standard.
I mean the deluxe has the black cover.
Oh, the deluxe one starts at black, and is that one reversible as well? It better be.
Hey, what's a reversible cover mean?
So reversible, I can show you better than I can tell you. Like there's some games like these right here. So I got Fist of the North Star, right? Mm-hmm. And whenever you pop out your cover on the inside, it'll have the other cover in there. It's probably getting fucked up with the chroma key.
Yeah, it is. I can't really see it.
Yeah, it's because it's taking my blackness, and that's what's keeping me in frame. Any other colors is like, get that shit out of here. Look at it.
Try it now. Fucking it up a little bit. I can't. Is that 2?
So it is. Let me see if I can do this. Probably put it on my shirt.
I don't know. But,
I'm out of frame over there. Okay, I see it. Let me do this. Let me try this. I can show you one even better. Boom.
That's better. Pull it up.
So you should
pull it up. Oh no, it fucked up.
Yeah.
Again.
So you see, like as soon as like the cover hits there, I disappear. As soon as it gets the cover.
Yeah.
But then I bring that out, blackness. It just works. I don't know why the hell. Like that shit is weird. But
so it's 2 covers.
Yeah, so it's 2. So you got the inside that's like this, and then the other side is literally just flipped around. And yeah, reversible. You can just flip it inside and out, and then the other side will have a completely different cover. So you can flip it and change it around. And that's one thing.
So yeah, the deluxe edition has the flippable.
So the standard one has it as well, because Anthony has the standard one, and I flipped that bitch around, and it got the black cover on it.
Oh, he has a digital. I mean the deluxe physical.
His ass got both. He got the physical and the digital.
Oh shit.
And that shit is. And when he picked up the physical, because I did the day before it came out, I was like, you GameStop said they're giving him out today. His ass was in the deep sleep, slumber, gone. Mm-hmm. I just said, I peeked in, asked Alex about, hey, he awake? She was like, no, what's going on? I said, he can pick it up now. Her eyes lit up. She turned around. Anthony was already up. His ass was out the door, bro. He beeline straight to GameStop because I think they were about to close in like 15 minutes. He teleported to that bitch. Picked that bitch up. They brought it outside to him. I was like, yes. And then we just wait. We literally ran. Well, I think I still got clocked like 52 hours from the day that shit dropped to completion. I put 52 hours into that fucking game. In such a short amount of time, that's crazy. That's crazy as hell to me. And I'm still not done.
Oh, shit.
Spiritually.
So, this shows the art book and everything. I have that on the digital version. It's just a digital version.
Yeah, it's all in there. You got the artwork, you got the soundtrack. You got a mini soundtrack with it. You should have 3 summons.
But that soundtrack is not all the songs.
Yeah, it's like a mini soundtrack. It's only like 8 songs or some shit like that. But I just said, fuck it. I put that on there.
Did he ever get the vinyl?
That is, he got the original one. So he got the 2 disc one. So it comes with 7 songs from the original one and then 7 songs from the remake. So it's 14 songs in total from the original and the remake, and it's 2 vinyls.
Yeah.
But the one that comes with the full soundtrack, and apparently we just found out it's not even a full soundtrack, is one that costs $77.77, and it comes with 7 discs, 7 vinyls. And
you can buy the deluxe.
Is it actually the deluxe?
Oh, no, you can't buy it. No.
I think you pre-ordered it already.
You can get the standard. The deluxe, they're selling it for $129.
Was it just $80 when it dropped?
Yeah.
Scalpers, boy. They said, no, we're going to drive this bitch up a good... What's that? About $40? That's sick. That's sick as hell.
Oh, Amazon has it for $79. It's on back order, though. It'll be in stock May 30th.
That's interesting.
I'm gonna add that bitch to my cart.
Put it in there. I'm gonna get that. I do want to find some vinyls. I just wish, like, back in the day when I saw this dude was making Sega Genesis soundtracks and putting them on vinyl, and the fucking discs were blue. They were all blue and black. And I was like, bro, I want one so goddamn bad. There was one for Gunstar Heroes. That shit was so hard, bro. Gunstar Heroes is still one of those soundtracks. It's like, why is this so good? And then you sit and listen.
I get it June 1st.
Oh, June 1st ain't bad.
Yeah, I could wait a month. I mean, I already beat the game.
Mm-hmm. And that's
I just want it for collectors, the deluxe.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep that bitch sealed.
That's a good move. Keep that thing sealed up and displayed.
The Last of Us 2, I cannot.
We started there. Let's go ahead and let's end this there real quick. So we are deciding.
I bring it up because I'm closing out my tabs because I'm ready to go to bed.
And you just saw it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just make this last point about Last of Us 2 that we were saying earlier, and I'll just go ahead and lock in the confirmation that we pretty much have no choice but to play the game now, because everybody else is not going to at this fucking point, and I got questions, and I feel like they only gonna be answered if we play the shit. We got to. Even if it hurts, because we already now know that.
What if there's multiple endings?
That's been in my mind all day. That what if it was like, what if you have decisions and this is just a fucked up one that you.
People just overreacting. You remember how Final Fantasy VII remake? They're like, oh shit, no, that's not gonna be good.
People was ready for Final Fantasy to be bad.
Yeah,
and honestly,
they didn't even give it a chance.
It was like. We were probably scared.
I was scared to be honest.
I was scared as hell, but I didn't have. It wasn't like a negative feel, like, oh, this is about to be some bullshit. Yeah. No, I was like, bro, please pull this the fuck off. Please pull this off. And I think they did in spades. I think they pulled out all the cards that they had, laid them out on the table, and was like, we could go here and retread the same path that we took, or we can actually take this technology that we have and make something magical in the same universe and make it just as magical as the original. And I believe that they pulled that off. And I hope that we are wrong about Last of Us 2 and it has that same level of dedication, because those graphics are in the same realm as of amazing. Like, they are like right there. They look good. That world looks good. The gameplay looks good. The only thing so far right now that's just like, what the fuck is going on with these characters in this story? Because I didn't see Ellie die. Ellie was still moving. So something's up. Joel, I don't know about him, but I'm comfortable to say that he bit the dust, because if not, he is going to have an everlasting headache. That shit hurt. That looked like it hurt. Whatever Joel went through.
I'm reading some shit.
But
This
Ellie,
guy said, hold on.
I think just the fact that they have you playing with Abby, going through that,
So
it's awkward to me.
it says that you see her kill Joe, right?
Yep.
And in the next scene, you see Ellie next to a grave with his name on it, right?
Oh, no, I didn't see that. I didn't see that at all. I didn't see nothing but a grave. They were in a room somewhere fighting.
This guy says in a different picture you see Ellie near a grave with his name. And there's a video where characters talk about him being dead. We don't know how, where, or who, what actually happened.
So Abby said, Abby, was it Abby or Dina that said it? No, Dina said that Joel and Jesse are already dead. She said it in a cutscene. She actually
Joel and Jesse are what?
Are dead. So now Dina said that, but remember what I said earlier about Dina possibly being a red herring and being the possible cause of all of this bullshit. So
Maybe she said that.
And it's preemptive. Who knows? Maybe they are actually dead.
Maybe she playing both sides. Maybe she's saying to fuck with her.
Because the only thing that would make sense right now is if Dina and that baby doesn't die and Ellie does, that baby is going to be the savior. Apparently. Because I think Jesse was immune as well. Somebody else is immune. But I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
But someone else is immune to that virus. And I don't know if it's Abby. I don't know who else is immune to the virus to take that spot to have the importance of the entire story arc in the first game make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because if she is not immune, then like all of this is literally just revenge for the sake of shock. And that's what the point of the game would be, is that revenge leads you to nothing. And you're going to get more people killed in the process. Which would be a stupid ass thing for a game to teach you. That's not a damn life lesson. I'm just ready to see what Santa Monica Studios doing again. I'm ready to see what
I want June 19th to come tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I can see for myself.
I think that's what it is. We're gonna have to sit down with that one. I'm ready. So yeah,
I'm gonna buy it. Fuck it.
The official thing.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna wait for reviews and then buy it.
You gonna wait to see what they say first?
No, just with the score.
Yeah, true.
If it's 8 or higher, I'll buy it and play it myself.
Because honestly, you gotta think. Imagine if these cutscenes are actually the worst thing about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Is everything else still worth playing? It would have to be. Because if the gameplay was still good and there's multiplayer and you have a world to actually explore outside of these drastic happenings, there's still a great game in it. It just seems like the story took a hit, which would fucking suck because their entire developmental makeup has been behind creating great stories. Even fucking what was the other one that they did? They did another game too, Naughty Dog. That was like after Crash and shit.
So they announced they won't be releasing on digital because people with physical pre-orders will not be able to get their hands on the game.
So they're basically saying since they have
some countries are way more shut down than others and won't allow deliveries of the game. So that's why they said they wanted to wait.
So they want everybody to have parity. But it's like, bro, unless you have trash ass internet, digital's not a problem. And then
it makes sense. I don't believe it's the whole, the plot is trash. They probably don't think that, judging from what the director said.
Yeah, and I don't think
he happy with the shit.
I don't think they would cancel a game if they just think that the story's bad. There's way 10 times bigger things going on other than that. That would be something minor in big things. Cause shit, Call of Duty fucking stories is what, 8 hours, 9 hours long. You can play that in one sit through, and I don't think
this
give a fuck.
This
about
game
the
is longer than that, I think.
Yeah, because this shit has to at least be a 30-hour story.
Exactly.
25 to 30 hours off time.
I'll play it. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I'll be the sacrifice.
Shit, Jack and Daxter's story was off the hook.
Shit, Jack 3 was the shit.
Yeah, like look at what they did with that cartoony ass shit. And think about how fucking silly the first 3 Crash Bandicoot games were. Mm-hmm. You know that the energy of the developers was all in that game. You felt the energy that they loved the creating that shit. You felt that physically in Crash. That still felt today. And I don't think the remakes are better than the original. I'm going to be real. The originals...
It's still fun to play.
Fun as hell. Yeah. But something about the original PS1 versions, the way that they pulled those games off, back when I played them originally, was like, bro, this shit is amazing. Crash 3 warped.
Spyro the remake is good too.
Yep, Spyro is the shit too. Damn, that is them. Is that them?
What? Naughty Dog?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the old Naughty Dog, not the new one.
No. Spyro is not Naughty Dog. Spyro was made by, I think that's actual...
What was it, Insomniac?
Yeah, that's Insomniac. No. That's Insomniac. That's who made Spyro. I believe that.
Crash Bandicoot is Naughty Dog?
Yeah, it's Insomniac. So Spyro initially was created by Insomniac. Then it moved to Digital Eclipse, Vicarious Visions, and now they're being made by a company called Toys for Bob, and they're in charge of both Crash and Spyro. Yeah. They do both, and they also the ones that and this is all Activision's doing. But Skylanders. The Skylanders games, you remember that shit, the little toys? They had when Spyro looked ugly as shit?
I have no idea, bro.
I'm actually happy for you that you don't remember. I'm so happy.
Was that a game? Skylanders?
So what it was the new Spyro game. That's the number one thing that was really crazy.
This is after 3?
This was on PS3, 3DS,
okay.
Yeah, this was the last game.
See, I skipped that generation, bro. I told you.
That's right. You did.
So I don't know any of this.
There was a lot of trash in that generation. Not gonna lie, that was.
It was. That's why I skipped.
That was a hard generation to make it through. We made it through it, but it was hard. That was a hard generation. The PS3, the Killzone 2 era of gaming was hard. That was a hard thing to get through. PS3 shit wasn't working right. Bayonetta first came out, and PS3 was like, the game is the shit, but why are these frames dropping? That bitch was locked at 30, nigga, and couldn't even hold it.
44, not even 30.
And then it was Jack Bauer frames, them 24 frames. Fucking Spyro and Crash. I'm about to crash myself. What time is it? Yeah, it's about that damn time.
All right, bro.
It is. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this bitch here. Hold up 1 second. You got any closing statements?
No.
That's it.
I'm good. Yeah. Got all that out.
Feel good. We did this for the children. Blessings to you.
You recorded that shit?
Yes. The whole thing.
I didn't know you were recording. That's funny.
As soon as I'm about to hit it right before we did it, I didn't know if you heard me when I first hopped on.
No, I thought you were just showing me your background, and that was.
I was like, I'm hitting the button. I hit the button.
Yeah, you caught me saying the N word on screen.
Hell yeah. I mean, I don't give a damn. I'm black.
For the audience.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna edit it up and chop it up and shit and make sure it's smooth as fuck. And I'll let you hear it before it goes up. But
I was just chilling, bro.
That's what made this shit hard. That's what made this whole thing hard, because it was literally just legit chilling. We were just talking about this shit. And because this is how I do the podcast anyway. I'll just sit here, but I'm normally talking.
Shit, how long were you up here?
The time 2 hours and 46 minutes.
God damn.
It was like full blown.
We talked a lot.
Full blown podcast style. Like that's what this shit. This is nice because we're gonna have an audio version, because I got the audio set in, and then I can put this video version up on YouTube and everywhere, and then we got multiple ways of this thing to be viewed.
Shit, that's why I need a webcam now.
Yeah, get one of them shits, and I get you this program right here because I got the executable, and I can get you this shit.
I gotta wait for the prices to go down. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eyes on something and see if I can find it, because the last one I saw that was.
I do want the C902 though.
That's a good camera. This is a good ass camera, and what's funny is like I had it for years, but I wasn't using it right. I was there was a whole different mode that it was in. It needed to be in MPEG mode, MPEG, and it was this what allows it to go 60 frames. Like right now, I'm recording this shit 60.
Oh, you have the 922 or the 920?
This is the 920 C920.
I think the 922 goes 60 frames at 720p, but 1080p is 30.
So this one, this camera can go 1080p 60, but it's using old ass parts, so it's not stable. But with the settings, you can just configure them, get the balance right, so where it's not auto focusing all the time, because it'll literally try to auto focus, and that is what is killing the performance on it, is the autofocus and a couple other features. Disable all of that shit, and then in OBS you got settings you can mess with too. And yeah, got this bitch in full 1080p, being able to run at 60 with damn near no drops when I'm in full screen like this. And this shit is compatible with this app, so it's literally just running. Like you can barely see my chair behind me, but like if there's full light on me and light in the room's lit up right, like my chair is completely blacked out. I got smooth edges around me, and it's actually able to detect everything correctly. It was a great fucking camera, like better than I thought it was. I just picked it up at Best Buy. I think it was like $50 when I got it. 50, $60 when I picked it up. Great fucking camera. I love this shit. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this bitch here. I'm not gonna hop out the chat yet. I'm gonna just end the goddamn thing. What's the closest thing? What do I want to say? Peace, love, chicken grease to all you motherfuckers. Wash your hands and tell your mama you love her. That's it. That's all I got for you. Peace.